Hello, folks. Remember being a kid, watching all those cool spy movies? Spy Kids 2, Spy Kids 3D, Game Over. Every kid wanted to be a spy kid. I mean, now I'm not so sure because 50% of them grow up to marry Meghan Trainor, so. But when you were a kid, the idea of being a spy was so cool. And why was it so cool? Say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1. The
Diplomatic
gadgets.
immunity.
Okay, yeah, that too, I guess. It was the gadgets, dude. Cameras as small as a dick hole, lasers that cut through windows, those like sound amplifier things that are the least subtle things ever. A pen that doubles as a gun that's as small as a dick hole. But the coolest spy gadget of all time is obviously, say it at the same time, 3, 2, 1, X-ray
Murdering
goggle.
somebody and getting away with it.
Not even a gadget. It's X-ray goggles, obviously. Dude, seeing through walls? Get out of town. That's so cool. Are you kidding me? But what would it be like if a kid who is not of the spy variety got his hands on a pair of X-ray goggles? You know, what would that be like? Well, the movie that we're gonna be talking about today set out to answer that very question. The movie is called The Kid with X-Ray Eyes. It came out in the year 1999 and it stars Justin Burfield, the kid who played Reese in Malcolm in the Middle. For some reason though, in the UK, this movie is called The X-Ray Kid, and the front cover of the UK version features a kid who is not in the movie. Like, I don't know who that boy is. Who is that? Who that boy? I don't know why they had to change the title for people in the UK. Boy with X-ray eyes, what does that mean? Oh, X-Ray Kid, that makes sense.
Just a bit of banter.
Before you libs fucking cancel me for that terrible British accent, I'm just joking, okay? I know British people are just an urban legend, but this is the American cover. You got a smoking hot babe in one lens, and then a smoking hot skeleton in the other lens. Now that's what I call a boner. This movie is like really bad. If I saw it when I was a kid, I would have loved it. I would have watched this movie all the time. But there are some aspects of this film that are just purely insane. So without further ado, let's watch The X-Ray Kid, or The Kid with X-Ray Eyes. The movie opens up on an epic car chase with our main character, Bobby, behind the wheel. And beside him is his sexy sidekick who's about to kill herself.
I think it's time for our secret agent. We can't let the bad guys take us alive pills.
Yeah. And then a plane swoops in and tries to blow them up, but Bobby expertly dodges all the bombs while calling this grown woman baby way too many times.
Save it, baby. Better freshen up, baby. Hang on, baby.
So after that huge spectacle... Okay. Spectacle. The fuck is that? So after that huge spectacle of an action sequence, we find out it was only just a dream.
It was a stupid dream, huh?
Yeah, it turns out Bobby's just a regular old kid. He's not some super cool spy who's dating an adult woman. And then immediately after that fake car chase, we cut to another car chase, but this one's real this time. And this one's featuring the fucking king, Darren Norris. He's known for a bunch of other awesome shit. And in this movie, he plays a CIA agent named Harry Stamper. Just gonna get this joke out of the way. I've got a Harry Stamper right here for you. So Agent Stamper is getting chased by these two bad guys because he's got some precious cargo in that Deal or No Deal briefcase in his passenger seat. And you don't need X-ray goggles to know that there's X-ray goggles in that briefcase. And I gotta say right now, spoiler alert, this movie has one of the worst cases of terrible aim from the antagonists. They cannot shoot anybody, dude. Like, they are worse than stormtroopers.
Show off.
Show off. I missed him by a lot, but you only missed him by a little. I guess that's why you're the boss. So, Agent Stamper, a CIA agent, you know, agents who are supposed to be like adept at fucking everything. They got all their stats maxed out. He's driving away from these bad guys on a completely empty road, and then this happens. What the fuck happened? Dude, this has got to be the worst CIA agent of all time, dude. You've never taken a turn in a car before? What the fuck? Whenever there's a slight bend in the road, he's just like covering his face with his arms like... Dude, how the fuck did this guy get his driver's license? All right, you're just gonna want to take a right up here. Did you just say right? The fuck? Okay. Oh, we're gonna die! Oh man, I don't want to die! There's so much left undone! Oh man! man, did you just say left? Yeah, but like not the direction. Okay, so back to the film. The bad guys look down into the water and see that the car is gone. So they assume he's dead, but they still need that mystery suitcase. So the bad guys leave for some reason, and then fucking guess what? Agent Stamper survived that somehow. And he not only survived it, he fucking walked it off. He's walking like, he just walked away like fucking nothing happened, dude. I guess you don't need to be a good driver if nothing can kill you, right? So now we cut back to Bobby. His parents are driving him to his Uncle Chuck's house for the weekend because they're going away for their anniversary. And of course, Bobby's still going on about this spy nonsense.
Robert, that spy nonsense is gonna rot your brain.
He's 12, Drake.
I'm sure that's not the only time that sentence has been said.
What about your relationship with Drake?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic. And we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
He's 12, Drake.
So they drop Bobby off at on the side of a street and like make him walk the rest of the way to his uncle's beach house.
Chuck's house is right down there and nothing's gonna happen to him.
And yo, dude, check it out. His fucking hat says SMP, bro. Minecraft. It was only just a dream. That's what the hat is. Okay. So we now cut back to the bad guys, and they're on the phone with some underwater divers. Diver, I hardly know her. These divers are very good at their job, okay? Not only do they show up in fucking minutes, but they can also talk underwater.
Can't find anything but a bunch of junk down here.
Meanwhile, Bobby is walking along the beach when he spots the briefcase, and he immediately takes it for himself. And honestly, dude, I would have done the same. There isn't a name on it or anything. Like, why would you even try to figure out who it belongs to, right? I think it's a closed case. And also, nothing bad has ever been in a foreign container that washed up on a beach. So now we meet Bobby's Uncle Chuck. He is played by Lizzie McGuire's dad. And he's this cool, easygoing, hippie type dude who lives on a beach. And in his spare time, he combs the beach for little knickknacks and treasures using a metal detector. That's how he makes his money, I guess. He like sells treasures that he finds on the beach. He's also kind of like friends / enemies with this beach cop named
Patterson?
Somebody reported a car going off a cliff and in the ocean. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
Which, number one, I didn't even know beach cops existed. Let's hope he never finds out about the Black Sea, or he'll try to fucking arrest it for simply existing. Pigs live on farms, man, not the beach. What's going on? And two, if there was ever like a fictional duo to ship, it's those two.
You know, in the 5 years I've been working the beach patrol, I haven't seen you do one thing yet that I like.
Finally doing something right.
Just fucking kiss already, do it, all right? Make out for me. Okay, so one thing I noticed about this movie is they must have been filming on the windiest day of all time, because all the dialogue in these outdoor beach scenes, they're all dubbed over.
I've been cool.
Cool.
Like you can see his shirt fucking moving in the wind, right? Like they're right beside an ocean. And it must have been so shitty to be one of those actors and like you finally rapped on this fucking crazy shitty movie. And then they're like, hey, sorry, remember all the lines you said on the beach? Yeah, they're all bad. We can't fucking hear any of them. We gotta come back and do them again.
Hello, it's me, editing. Pay no attention to my shirt. I noticed something in this scene that proves my point of it being dubbed over, even more so. In this scene that I just played, there's a jump cut that they added in to the movie. I didn't change this. This is what it looks like.
Finally doing something right.
So they must have added that jump cut to make sure the new recorded lines of dialogue lined up with the old ones. And it doesn't look good. Like that's like a YouTube edit, not a movie one, you know? I'm gonna keep editing, but you'll see me again. Goodbye.
I know I'm nitpicking, but you know, it just sort of takes me out of it, you know? I was totally believing this until now. But on the other hand, I guess it's better than the alternative. Okay, so now we cut to Stamper, who has approached the lifeguard to ask about his missing briefcase, which is definitely what a CIA agent would do. Hi, I just drove my car off a cliff. Have you seen my secret suitcase? Meanwhile, Bobby and Chuck open up the briefcase to discover a pair of goggles. And when Bobby puts them on, they discover what the goggles really do.
How's that, little dude?
Oh my god, they're scary goggles. They make everything spooky.
They must be X-ray goggles or something.
Oh yeah, okay, that actually does make more sense because of the title of the movie. So Chuck, after realizing he has the ability to see through solid objects, his first thought is,
if we adjust these knobs just right, I think what we can do is just look
right into the sand. You know, I don't need that crap metal detector anymore. With these, I can make myself some real money.
Nice. It's so funny that with this incredible life-changing technology, he still doesn't want to do anything else with his life. That's like if you gave a garbage man like a huge stack of cash and he was just like,
okay, here you go.
Are you sure about this?
I'm positive, okay? I don't need it. It's yours.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Man, if I had that amount of money, I would never throw it out. So now Bobby and Chuck are going to get lunch.
How about a burger?
But Bobby brought the X-ray goggies. Let's see how he uses them.
Hey, you got some spare change for a guy who's down on his luck?
Maybe so. Let me see here, man.
Hang on, Uncle Chuck.
Whoa. Chill, Bobby. Hold on, Uncle Chuck. Let me see this guy's dick and balls first. This is literally the Google show me this guy's balls thing from the Eric Andre show. He fucking stole that from this movie, dude.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
So why do you need change anyway? You already have a couple $100 on you.
Okay, so he uses the goggles for good. He exposed that this man is pretending to be homeless and he's making a bunch of money. Okay, that's amazing. It looks like he's using the goggles for good.
Hey.
All right. Never mind.
That's right, darling. Just us guys.
Oh, what a cute little boy. Great, follow me.
Obviously, I don't need to explain why that's fucking crazy. But I mean, it's a movie from 1999 about a boy finding X-ray goggles. I mean, it was literally on the cover. Not that one, mate. Who the fuck is that? I still don't know who that kid is. But maybe with my X-ray goggles, I'll be able to see. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good call. Sorry, I was just doing my Drake impression.
He's 12, Drake.
Okay, so now we cut back to the fellas. They're walking along the beach, digging up various items, watches, trophies, grenades, you know, the usual things you find at the beach. And then we get another scene which seems a little out of place for a children's film.
Hey! What's going on there, Chuck?
Hey, Christy.
Who's this little cutie? A friend of yours?
Yeah, okay. How about we don't get a through the leg shot on a children's film? How about that?
Hello, it's me editing again. Okay, so last night I was talking to my friend Freddie Dredd. I was telling him about this video that I was working on, and I explained the movie to him and the actor that was in it, and he was like, that's weird, because in Agent Cody Banks, starring Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle, there's a scene in Agent Cody Banks where he puts on X-ray glasses and like stares at a girl, like looks at her naked body through her clothes. I'm not necessarily sure what that means. I just think it's weird that 2 out of the 3 children from Malcolm in the Middle have both had scenes where they have X-ray goggles and are looking at, I don't know, it's weird. So do we need to say anything else? You're our last hope. You're the chosen one. Okay, yeah, I just want to add that in because I thought that was just really weird. Back to the video.
At the very least, Chuck at least knows that's wrong and he takes the goggles away from Bobby. She isn't consenting to show off her naked body, right? And obviously the adult knows to not use the goggles. And okay, he is using the goggles. Okay, never mind. Lizzie McGuire, why are you doing that? So while the fellas ogle with their goggles, Agent Stamper steals a car to escape the bad guys. And I hope everybody else on the road has their seatbelts on because this guy cannot fucking drive. And now one of the bad guys show up to Chuck's house to ask about a briefcase, and she ends up seeing it on the table, so she just takes it. But then something crazy happens.
No! Blast it!
Now we do it my way.
He took the goggles out. Wow. I have no fucking idea how he knew some bad guys were gonna show up and just take the case from, like, how did he know that was gonna happen? Does he just put pieces of paper that say sucker, like, all over his house just in case? Oh my god, man, I am starving. Hey, where do you keep your knives? Knives? Oh, just in that drawer right behind you. Awesome, thanks, man. No problem. What the fuck? Dude, why is this in here? Okay. I figured I'd be getting a call from you sooner or later. Dude, what are you talking about? I just wanted a knife for my food. Well, I've got some bad news for you. I've got all my knives right here with me. And I'm at the airport, about to board a flight to Germany. Yeah, you're never gonna see me again. Better luck next time. Okay, I just wanted to cut my burger in half, but now I guess I won't. Have a good trip, man. Oh. I thought you needed one.
No, not really.
Oh. All right, I guess I'll just bring this.
Oh my God, he has a knife! Run!
No, it's not what it looks like.
Officers, get him!
That was weird. All right, burger time.
Back to the movie. So now we get yet another car chase, and this one is real also. Stamper is chasing Bobby and Chuck because he somehow knows they have the goggles. Dude, when Stamper drives right by the bad guy, gun out, he does not shoot, not even once. Good job, dude. So they go to chase him in their car, but their car doesn't start.
Come on, you piece of junk.
And honestly, I think they've got a guardian angel because sharing the road with Stamper is a fucking death sentence. So Bobby and Chuck realize that they're getting followed and they gotta lose this guy fast. So they do this. Dude, stop crashing your car, dude. Like, no fucking way, man. How on earth is this man a CIA agent? Does that stand for cars in air? Because that's what he fucking does every time he drives. This guy's so fucking stupid, man. The one single car he is directly behind makes a left turn. He goes straight, looks down at his watch while he's driving, and then fucking crashes through a billboard. He's a fucking idiot, but I have a theory on why he's acting like this. He had the X-ray goggles for who knows how long, right? And X-rays contain like a huge amount of radiation, correct? Yes, I am. And you're putting them fucking right on your head, dude? This guy must have fucking brain damage, dude. I really hope this movie doesn't end with everybody getting fucking brain cancer. Because brain cancer sucks. Right, Jacob?
Yeah. Having brain cancer sucked. Yo, Kurtis, what do you want me to come on here and just be like, ow, where'd it go? Yeah, good brain cancer joke. Is it even in the movie? The movie's about a kid with X-ray vision. It has nothing to do with brain cancer. Fuck you.
Okay, so now the bad guys are rummaging through Chuck's house when Patterson walks in to confront them. Because although Patterson and Chuck have their differences, Patterson deep down really cares about Chuck and they should kiss. So they leave to meet with their boss, and their boss is very upset with them for not having the X-ray goggles. Which is fair. I used to get in trouble for that pretty frequently at all my old jobs.
Get out.
And this next part of the movie is very strange. Let's watch this quick scene.
Whose house is this?
Mine.
You must be rich.
Yeah, I wrote a SERP predictor program a couple of years ago.
You wrote a what?
A computer program.
So yeah, Chuck is like filthy fucking rich, I guess, but he just chooses to live on the beach and use his metal detector to find treasures to sell, which is kind of fucked up because it's like, what, this super rich dude, he's like cosplaying as someone who needs to find treasures on the beach to stay afloat, pun intended. He's not even like, yeah, I made a bunch of money, but I don't even care about that. I just need the beach and a metal detector. It's not like that at all. He just kept all his money still. And earlier in the movie, he says this.
My dad says it takes money to survive in this world.
What's important is being happy.
Easy for you to say, man. And this is also when we find out that Chuck is like secretly an army veteran. No one knew. Nobody knew that he spent most of his life in the army. My favorite part about this scene is they reuse the same line of dialogue pretty much right in a row.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Are these medals yours?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I added in that third yeah, but dude, it's the same fucking clip.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense because you already had the actors come back to redo the dialogue from the beach. Like, did you just forget to have them say yeah a different way?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite Usher song?
Yeah.
Mine too. Okay, so now Stamper somehow found Chuck's house after crashing his second car of the movie. They get in a wicked fight outside, but they end up joining forces at the end.
You want to come in my house?
Sure.
Stamper starts talking about how the CIA needs the goggles back because if they fall into the hands of their enemies, terrible things could happen. Because obviously terrible things have never happened due to the CIA.
The prototype was stolen by a pair of thieves, a tall guy and a sinister-looking redhead. I stole the goggles from them the day before yesterday, before they could be sold to a foreign power. They will kill to get them back.
Hey? No, they won't. Also, another thing I want to talk about is how empty this movie feels. You never notice how, like, packed and alive movies feel when you watch one that isn't. In every scene other than the diner, no matter where they are, nobody else is there. Like, no other cars, nothing at all. It's like these are the only people that exist in this world. Or maybe Stamper fucking killed everybody else because of his reckless driving. But we're getting close to the end, okay? I promise. Chuck calls Patterson and asks for his help because he is going to deliver the goggles to Stamper that night.
Well, I also ran into this G-man that's looking for the same package, and I'm supposed to deliver it to him tonight.
Which is fucking so stupid, because hey man, he was just at your house. You had the goggles, give it to him. This movie could have ended 5 minutes ago, man. But anyways, he asks Patterson for backup.
You're not actually suggesting that you and I become partners, are you?
And he leaves Bobby alone to go deliver the goggles. But also he doesn't take the goggles with him, so like where the fuck is he, what's he doing? I don't know, this whole part like is still very confusing to me, and I've watched this movie like 3 times now. But obviously as soon as Chuck leaves, the bad guys break into the house and they end up capturing Bobby, and they hold him hostage until Chuck brings them the goggles.
Do what I tell you and there'll be a happy reunion. You know what we want.
They go back to house to get the goggles, and Chuck immediately knows where Bobby hid the goggles. The entire house is like ransacked, but he somehow knows that they're right there. How'd you know that? You don't even have the X-ray goggles to fucking see that they're there. I feel like that... I don't know, whatever. They get the goggles and then they leave.
Chuckle, is this you?
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time for the big finale. The ultimate showdown, if you will. And Chuck did not come to play.
A gun? It's not for you. It's for them. Got your attention now, don't it?
Yeah, dude. Give me the kid or the goggles, get it. Okay, so there's this dumb fucking fight scene. Some stupid shit happens, like an explosion. There's a bunch of missed gunshots. And then Chuck gets crushed by some shelves. Say that 10 times fast. Chuck gets crushed by some shelves. Chuck gets crushed by Chappelle. Chuck has a crush on Dave Chappelle. And dude, this one shot is so fucking funny because they had to rest this like huge shelving unit on the actor. But you obviously can't do that because you don't want to like hurt him while you're on set, right? So I guess they just put like a fucking pillow or something in his shirt, but it literally looks like they just gave him titties for this like one shot.
Need sucky sucky now, mommy.
You ever get fucking hit so hard in the chest you grow some fucking mommy milkers, man? I'm surprised Bobby didn't throw on my goggles to catch a glimpse. But anyways, they all end up getting captured and locked up. But not before Bobby can get another look at Booby.
Buyers already there? We're en route, sir.
And this next scene is also pretty fucking crazy. I guess the bad guys are selling the X-ray goggles to a terrorist, but their depiction of this terrorist is pretty wild.
It's been so long since I've killed anybody personally. Usually I snap my fingers and it's done for me.
Yeah. What the fuck? So everybody's locked in this room, but Bobby finds a way to escape through the air vents. Emergency meeting. I think Bobby's the imposter. I'm really sorry about that. Bobby ends up stealing back the X-ray goggles while the scientist running a diagnostic test on them takes a break.
Oh, these goggles are fun. I need a break.
It's a good thing everybody in this movie says exactly what they're thinking out loud.
Goggles are gone.
Bobby goes back to break everybody out of the room, and he's using the goggles to see which room they're in. And once he finds a room that they're in, he starts using like a pocket knife to pick the lock. But if you rewatch the scene of them getting locked in this room, the guy just turns a lock to lock it. What are you doing, Bobby? Why are you picking the lock? Just fucking unlock it, man. That's all you need to do. You see how fast the fucking brain damage is kicking in from the X-ray goggles? Okay, movie's almost done, I promise. And again, I know this movie is made for kids, but like, man, it seems like they just did not have a plan. Like, they did not have an ending for this movie at all. They just like rented this random office building and they were like, yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out when we get there. I don't know. Because watch this scene.
I'll get the kid. I've got you now, you little punk.
Ah!
I'll do it, I swear.
Go ahead and try.
Okay.
Run, little kid. Ah!
Okay, First off, I love the music playing in the background of this terrifying, like, chase scene, you know?
I've got you now, you little punk!
And also, dude, I didn't think I would ever say this on my channel, but like, hey, just shoot the little kid. Just shoot him. He's right in front of you, holding the goggles that you need, and you have a gun in your hand. Shoot that little pervert. So that's her taken care of, but we got one more bad guy that they gotta deal with. And this final fight scene comes to a head when the bad guy has Chuck and Bobby at gunpoint. If I was in their shoes, I really wouldn't be worried based on their track record, but still. All hope is lost until Bobby comes through with the fucking 10,000 IQ play.
You just had time to see me whack your old Uncle Chuck here.
Well, you know, that'd be a neat trick considering that your gun's jammed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can see it. The bullet's jammed sideways.
You had me going, kid.
Nice. Every bad guy's weakness, a pile of cardboard boxes. So finally, Stamper gets his goggles back, even though they could have done that a fucking hour ago. And the movie ends with Chuck and the lifeguard from earlier leaving to go on a date for some reason. Now, was this a bad movie?
Yeah.
Were all the scenes of Bobby looking at women's naked bodies under their clothes pretty insane?
Yeah.
But did I also have a lot of fun while I watched it?
Nope.
No, I did not have fun. I didn't have fun at all. But again, I'm not a kid in 1999. I was, but I'm not currently. But honestly, dude, if you had a pair of X-ray goggles and you looked at me, you would see an empty stomach. So let's talk about this week's sponsor, HelloFresh.
Folks, the holidays are right around the corner, and they're usually pretty hectic. And HelloFresh makes this busy time of year easier than ever with chef-curated recipes and pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to your door. So you can spend less time meal planning and prepping. I've been eating HelloFresh every week for like 3 years now, and it honestly makes my life so much easier because I never have to worry about what I'm gonna make for dinner that night, because I've got like a bunch of delicious seasonal meals just in my fridge ready to make. Seasonal meals like cowboy turkey and black bean chili, mushroom ravioli with kale and walnuts, or sweet corn and green pepper chowder. And the list goes on. HelloFresh is also cheaper than grocery shopping, especially these days. And they're also less expensive than takeout, especially these days. And the thing I love most about HelloFresh is their flexibility. You can easily customize your recipes by swapping proteins or sides, upgrading to choice proteins, or even adding protein to a veggie meal. And if you need to change anything at all, like your delivery day, your address, or even skip a week entirely, everything can be done quickly and easily right on the HelloFresh app. I was gone for like literally months at a time on tour, and even then I could just skip whatever week I was gone. So it was super simple. And also, guess what? The generous folks over at HelloFresh are hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with an amazing deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code 70KurtisTown for 70% off. Plus free shipping. Yeah, you heard me. 70% off plus free shipping. What are you waiting for? Links in the description, dude. 70 Kurtistown. All right, thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Like I said, I've been eating HelloFresh literally every week for like more than 3 years now. I cannot stress enough like how great it is and how much Jen and I like swear by it. It's truly a lifesaver. So yeah, I hope you guys check them out. I know you'll like them. Also helps me out when you check out the sponsor. So everybody wins here, dude. All right, thank you so much to HelloFresh. Back to me.
All right, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 driving lesson that Stamper will take. Trust me, you want him to do that. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought, let me know if you've ever seen this movie, and let me know some other movies I should watch, man. You know, I found this movie from one of your guys' suggestions, so yeah, leave a comment. You can press the subscribe button because I make a video all the time, and as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the other shit I do, my Instagram, Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I would stick around, but I have to go, unfortunately. I have to go check under every homeless guy's hat to see if they're lying. See ya.
Kiwi, can you move? No? Okay.
Hey guys, really quick, just wanted to let you all know, we added a 3rd Raleigh show and a 2nd Nashville show, because y'all sold it out already. Pretty crazy. So I'll see you then. And also, we added a Dallas show, Dallas, Texas, playing the Majestic Theater. That's crazy. Tickets in the description. Please come see me. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, if not, enjoy the video.
What's up, guys? Today we're gonna do something pretty crazy. Whatever my friends can fit in my ass, I will pay for. Let's go.
Sorry. Sorry to trick you like that. It was me. I was going undercover like a boss.
All right, folks.
You guys ever seen that show, Undercover Boss? Huh? If not, let me explain it really quick. Some CEO of a company yearns for a better understanding of how their business operates, so they go undercover as a minimum wage employee of their own business for a week. They tell all the coworkers that the cameras are there filming some documentary, so, to not raise any suspicion. And the undercover boss works at the location to see what the day-to-day operations are like, and to see if people are actually doing things correctly. And hilarity ensues. Rich guy has to mop the floor? Come on, he's too rich for that. And that's funny. You could probably tell by the overly sarcastic tone in my voice that I think the show's premise is a little stupid. Also, there's only like a handful of jobs you could really do this for, Like, I don't think a CEO of a hospital, do those exist? Is there a CEO of hospitals? Yes, there is. This joke works. I don't think a CEO of a hospital could go undercover as like a surgeon, A lot of people would die. But, on one hand, I can appreciate a CEO actually working as hard as the people who are responsible for his millions of dollars for once. But then I think about it for more than 1 second and I don't feel that way anymore. Because if Undercover Boss wasn't a show, these CEOs wouldn't do this. You know what I mean? They only do it so they can look like real human beings to the general public, and it also allows them to advertise their business on a prime-time national television show essentially for free. And when the week of undercover work is done, they get to just go back to their mansions and forget about everything that they just learned. But dude, the worst part of it all, the show is so entertaining. Oh my god. Good lord, they put crack in this show. I love it. Not crack. I don't love crack. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I don't love it though. But no, the show's great. I just wanted to take a look at it with you guys, and I found 2 episodes that are just cream of the crop, if you will. And they're like very similar in some ways, but also very different in other ways. And you'll understand what I mean later. But hey, maybe by the end of it, we will empathize with these billionaires. So let's go.
The economy is going through tough times. Many hardworking Americans blame wealthy CEOs out of touch with what's going on in their own companies.
Really quick, I just want to say that this episode aired in 2010, so it's a good thing nothing has changed.
This week, the president and CEO of Hooters, a $1 billion a year business.
That's right, fellas. Hooters. I mean, if I'm gonna watch something for 40 minutes, I bet it gets to see some boobies. Am I right? Okay, so the episode starts with a nice introduction to the CEO of Hooters America, and his name is Kobe, and it's spelled C-O-B-Y, and that's how my grandparents spelt their old cat's name. So do with that what you will. I don't think they named the cat after the Hooters CEO. That'd be wicked. Well, let's see what Kobe's like. No, not that Kobe. Also, she's dead. The CEO.
I've obviously got the best CEO job in the world.
If you guys aren't going to say it, I'll say it. This guy fucks his ex-wife at least twice because he has 2 kids.
And we go to openings and the limo's waiting for us and the red carpet for the new store openings and the girls are always around.
This man is what every divorced dad wants to be. A boat, goatee, a motorcycle with the Hooters logo, and the bluest jeans in the world. And if I didn't just summon your dad after saying all those things, I'm sorry for your loss, I guess, because that's how you summon every dad. Sorry, I was waiting for mine. Let's keep going. So Kobe goes on to explain the history of Hooters and how it was founded by 6 guys who look like that, obviously, and how his father was actually the one who became the CEO and started franchising and, turning Hooters into the big busty business that it is today. And obviously, this was Kobe's passion as well, and he was very eager to take over his father's spot as CEO.
Was not planning on working for my father. I'd planned on doing something in law enforcement. When I was 34, we went into the boardroom, and he came in, and he said, I just let the current president go. Kobe's your new president, CEO, he's going to take over. He had never discussed it with me.
Jesus Christ, man. Dude, the one, half admirable quality of a successful CEO is that they worked hard for their money, right? They worked hard to get where they're at today, whatever that means. But he doesn't even have that quality, dude. His dad was just like, hey son, I know you wanted to be a police officer, but how about you have this job that's also way overpaid? And don't worry, Hooters serves bacon, so you'll still be surrounded by pigs. All right, so now it's time for Kobe to break the news to the board of directors that he's going undercover.
I'm going to be going undercover within our system. You know, we've had a bad few months lately.
I know this was 10 years ago. I'm sure it's different now, but it is weird that there's only one woman on the board of directors for a company that mainly hires women. That seems unethical. That's like if the board of directors at GameStop only had one guy with a neck beard. That's just irresponsible. So Kobe dons a Superman level disguise that consists of just a clean shaven face and a pair of glasses, and goes to a Hooters in Dallas, Texas, which is kind of crazy because I'm doing a show there in November at Majestic Theater. The tickets are available at KurtisConner.com. That's kind of crazy to me, you know? After party at Hooters as well.
I'm looking for Dave.
Oh, okay.
The manager?
You see the exit sign right down that way? He should be waiting for you right down over there.
Okay, I thought she was gonna say something else there. Hey, I'm looking for Dave. Oh yeah, you see the exit sign over there? Just go towards that. And get the fuck out of here, man.
It's been 20 years since I've done any restaurant jobs, and it's tough.
Okay, can I just say that I'm really upset that they don't make him wear the full Hooters uniform when he's undercover? I mean, if you're gonna go undercover, man. Don't half-ass it, you know? Hooters girls don't do that. If Kobe walked around like a freezer at a butcher shop, just hanging meat, that'd be terrific. That's how you show that you're dedicated to your company, okay? And I'm sorry about the hanging meat line, okay? I wrote it in the script. I gotta say it. All right, so the first day goes by and he actually gets sent home early because he's so bad at his job. But the next day he goes out in the street to find out what the general public thinks about Hooters. And it does not go well.
Now, I just think it's degrading to women.
You think it's the name, or is it the uniform, or is it both?
I think it's the uniform. Because either your rear end's hanging out or your boobs are hanging out, one or the other.
Okay, bad take aside, Kobe is doing a terrible job of acting like he isn't the CEO of Hooters. Like, to the girls, he's just some random guy in like this weird documentary, right? But he's asking these questions like, so is it the outfits or the prices or what do you think it is? I don't know, I'm just not the biggest Hooters fan, never have been. It's because of the CEO, isn't it? I'm not sure what you mean. The CEO, you don't think he's handsome enough? Is that it? You think it's weird that the CEO wets his bed on purpose? Is that it? You think it's a little off that instead of him peeing into his perfectly fine toilet, he marches into his bedroom and pisses all over his silk sheets and pillows, and then he jumps up and down on his piss-covered bed so it looks like that one dance scene from Step Up 2 the Streets? Is that it? Is that why you don't like Hooters? Does the CEO really do all that stuff? Depends. Do you think it's cool that he does that? No, of course not. That's fucking disgusting. And no, he doesn't do that. Fuck off. Okay, so this next part, he goes to another Hooters location in Texas to shadow this general manager named Jimbo. And hey, no hate to the Jimbos out there, but he behaves exactly like a guy named Jimbo would behave, if you know what I mean.
We're gonna line these girls up, and we're gonna have to inspect them, all right? Bam. Because we're not gonna put out an inferior product, and it all starts with the girls with Hooters.
Hey Jimbo, pump the brakes, buddy. Whoa. Straight up just called women products. Man, it's always dudes who look like that, who say just the craziest shit, you know? Like in my Room Raiders video, Kenneth looked like a bass player of a ska band. And this guy, you know? He's judging appearances when he looks like fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Jimbo the Hutt.
Also ladies, just an FYI, only time that you're a product is when you actively endorse passages or conduits used in heating, ventilation, or air conditioning that deliver or remove air. Because then you're pro-duct. That took me way too long to memorize the definition of duct, just for a shitty joke, but let's keep going. So this next part is actually super fucked up. The Hooters girls line up for a quality check on their appearance from Jimbo. It's really weird.
Form this line, form a perfect line. Compliment her on her lack of nails. My, those are some non-glamorous nails you have. Have a seat.
I understand looking presentable for your job, right? I don't engage in it, but I understand it. But like, if a girl doesn't have good nails, you shame her in front of her coworkers? That's fucking so weird, man. And call me crazy, but I don't think dudes are going to Hooters for the nails. Yo, check out that girl's nails, dude. They're huge. I want to squeeze those things. You are the manicure to my horniness. The only way like an average Hooters enjoyer would even care about their server's nails is if the nails were on her boobs, if she had boob nails. But boob nails don't exist, right?
Would you like another nail?
And they say the perfect Hooters employee doesn't exist. Now, you might be thinking, well, there's no way Jimbo could get any worse than that. But may I remind you, his name is Jimbo. He needs to send a girl home early. And this is how he makes his decision.
Maybe we'll do a bean eating contest, all right? Maybe we'll get all the girls and shove their faces down in the beans and have them clean it up. Girls are spoiled, man, so they're all prima donnas. Oh, get some of that. Come on, girl, who wants to go home?
Yeah, he forces the girls to eat a plate of beans, and the first girl who finishes the plate of beans gets to go home early and have diarrhea for the rest of the day, I guess. So I think, just a quick psychological interpretation. Jimbo gets zero action, I'm guessing. He never squeezes any girl's nails. So he does shit like this as like a weird power trip to like get back at these girls for never sleeping with him. If you can't get into their jeans, make them eat beans. You know that old saying? All that crazy shit aside, imagine being the girl who comes in second. You eat pretty much an entire plate of beans, and now you just have to keep working? Hi, welcome to Hooters. What can I get for you? Hi, yeah, I'll do the cheeseburger, and I'll do fries with that, I think. And to drink, how about... Was that a fart? Yeah, I'm really sorry. My manager made me eat a bunch of beans. I'll go get you another server. No, that's fine. Please do it again. So Kobe's had enough, so he leaves and goes to another Hooters. He meets another manager named Marcy, and she's fucking sick at her job. She loves what she does, and Kobe's super impressed.
Marcy respects her girls, and the girls respect her.
And that's the end of his work week, so now he has to reveal to the employees that he's been the CEO of Hooters the whole time.
President and CEO of Hooters of America. I want you to help me with my marketing department. I want you in the print materials. I want you in the videos. Is that something you guys can help with?
Okay, kind of a shitty prize for being good employees, right? I really love what you're doing. Here's some extra work for you to do. But whatever, they're happy, so that's great. And then he tells Marcy that he's gonna pay for her to go on a vacation with her family.
Is I want to send you and your family on a long vacation.
But only if she can eat a plate of beans in under a minute. I'm kidding. That'd be crazy. If he saw Jimbo do that and he was like, good idea.
Speaking of Jimbo.
I am not Scotty.
Okay.
I'm Kobe Brooks, the president and CEO of Hooters of America.
That is the most holy shit I'm fired sound you could ever make.
The way that you interact with the girls, quite frankly, is inappropriate.
Fire him, fire him, fire him.
Apology to your staff is necessary in this situation.
What?
I have always said that I have no problem with my girls working in Hooters.
Right.
But to be honest with you, I would have a tough time letting my girls work under your management.
And I took a step back and, okay, I get it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. He didn't see a problem with his behavior until he realized that these girls are someone's daughters. Doesn't matter that they're just also human beings, right? Wait, you're telling me these girls got dads? I gotta get my act together. Not for the girls, for the dads. And all he has to do is apologize?
Apology to your staff.
Kobe, bad kitty cat. Kobe is way too nice, man. If I was in that position, if I was the CEO of Hooters, I would make Jimbo eat a plate of beans to keep his job. Except the plate of beans would be locked in a safe, guarded by a very hungry tiger with a sword and a bazooka and a top hat. Okay, now that we watched the Hooters episode, I want to show you another one that's centered around a company called Bikini's Sports Bar and Grill.
So with Bikinis, we focus on 4 things: booze, food, sports, and sex. Those 4 things are recession-proof. I think a lot of competitors tiptoe around who they are. They don't want to say that they're a restaurant. We're all about it. We're a restaurant. And I love the fact that we're a restaurant. So that's why I even trademarked the term.
Restaurant, you know? Kind of makes it seem like the only thing on the menu is boobs, but to each their own. And also, what about people who aren't into boobs, right?
Freaking wackadoos.
But they're out there, you know? You know, is there a guy version of a restaurant? You call it a meatery, you know? Like an eatery, but meat. You know, dudes walking around with their fucking balls hanging. Yeah, never mind. That place will get shut down in a second. Okay, back to bikinis. There's a few things I want to quickly go over in this episode, just so we can compare them to the Hooters episode.
I don't think I'm a typical CEO. I like to do things that are different.
I'm not like other CEOs. Yeah, I'm a little weird.
In order to have a big PR frenzy or stunt, I decided it was time to buy a town, and that's what we did. I bought a town on Craigslist and renamed it Bikinis, Texas.
Hey man, why? Why do that? Anybody who has a town named after them, fictional or otherwise, do not trust them. Should still buy their merch though. Okay, let's see if this bikinis town is real because that's fucking crazy. Okay, Central Texas ghost town, previously known as Bikinis, is selling for $1.5 million. Holy fuck. In 2012, Doug Guller, owner of the Austin-based Bikini Sports Bars and Grills chain, purchased the 1.6-acre town as a tourist attraction for his restaurant, naming the town after the chain he founded, Bikinis. 3 years later, Guller reverted the name back to Bankersmith in an attempt to mend fences with neighbors in Fredericksburg. Oh, really, dude? People weren't stoked that a guy named Dougler bought a town and renamed it Bikinis after his restaurant that he calls Breastaurants? Really, man? Shocker. I hardly know. Also, I've never heard of Bikinis until I saw this episode. And a little fun fact, Bikinis ceased operations in 2018. So hey, maybe not the best use of the company's money, but what do I know?
Those 4 things are recession-proof. Recession-proof.
But anyways, back to the episode. Doug goes undercover at a Bikinis location and meets a girl named Jessica, but she's wearing shirt.
I see that Jessica's not in a bikini top. I was pissed. The sign on our building doesn't say shirts. It's called Bikinis. I mean, come on.
Okay, so already, compared to Kobe, this guy fucking sucks so hard. He's like if a 12-year-old boy had a spell cast on him that turned him into a 45-year-old businessman. Like, this is the business you would make if you're a 12-year-old boy going through puberty. 100%. Everybody gonna be in bikinis, we're gonna sell burgers, and most importantly, no homework. So after working for a bit, Doug takes a break with Jessica and they start chatting outside. Jessica explains that she's only there because she lost her previous job as an accounting executive, and she's just there to make money, obviously, because that's what jobs are for.
I wouldn't do it if it didn't help pay the bills, that's for sure.
The more I talk to Jessica, the more I'm not happy having her on board with the lack of passion that she has in our company.
And that's bullshit, man. You don't have to love every job you have, obviously. And for some fucking weird CEO named Dougler to be like, the fact that she isn't devoting her life to this restaurant like me is unacceptable. Also, on another note, with every job that I've ever had, if anybody even gave me the slightest opportunity to complain about it, oh my God, I'm taking it. I'm talking your fucking ear off. Also, when I had to like train new people when I worked at McDonald's or Starbucks, within minutes of meeting them, I would tell them how awful it is to work there. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You find me one person who has never complained about their job, and I will eat a plate of beans off of the floor of a subway car. And not that subway car, this subway car. But anyways, Doug goes to another Bikinis location and meets this girl named Grace, and he's immediately obsessed with her.
I thought Grace had so much passion about working at Bikinis.
So at the end of the week, he reveals to the employees that he's the CEO, and it does not go so well with Jessica.
I think you're a great person, but you're not right for Bikinis. It was clear to me that day. So, I'm sorry, Jessica. It's not working out. Today's your last day.
Yeah.
That's my job, and I still told everyone that I humble myself to do what I gotta do. That doesn't make me a horrible person just because I'm not satisfied where I'm at.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, just to recap, guys, a man forced his employees to eat a plate of beans to be sent home early, and all he had to do was apologize. And also at the same time, a girl said that she was only working to make money, and she got fired. How the fuck does that make any sense, dude? One thing I learned from this show is if you want to commit murder, just fucking do it at a Hooters. You can get away with anything over there. Okay, now it's time for Doug to talk to Grace.
But there was one issue that you had.
With my boobies.
Right. So you mentioned
Am I getting a free pair of boobies today?
Is that what you want?
Yes. I want a full C.
I'll make you a deal. If you can make it through 6 months and you're a rock star.
Right.
No phones, really focused while you're in here. I'm going to put you in touch with the best guy in town, and we'll make this happen.
I'm so at a loss for words right now.
Dude, the music, holy fuck. Don't get me wrong, I'm stoked for her. That's great. Something she clearly wants, and that's great. I got nothing against boob jobs. Okay, just make sure you plan for boob retirement. But to have super inspirational music playing in the background is so fucking funny to me. Listen, if you're a good employee for the next 6 months and you have literally no mistakes, and the discretion is up to me, so at the end of the day, I could literally revoke this offer at any time. And I'll get you new boobies. Oh my god, thank you, you're the best! No. I'm the breast. Okay, in conclusion, Kobe, he actually seems like a really nice guy. I know he's a CEO, but this show did a really good job of making me feel for him. He's just trying to live up to his father's reputation, and that's great. He seems like a nice guy. But that Doug guy, wow, what a piece of shit. I still kind of have a problem with the show, though. I feel like it should, or maybe it does, I didn't read the fine print, but it should like disclose that this is pretty much just an hour-long advertisement for these companies, you know? Like the show sort of falls into this weird gray area where they don't have to disclose that it's pretty much sponsored. Unlike this video, because this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, cooking can be stressful, time-consuming, and expensive if you don't plan accordingly. But with HelloFresh, you get mouth-watering, seasonal recipes and fresh, pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. Simply put, HelloFresh makes cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. And you can trust me, okay? I've been eating HelloFresh like every week for over 2 years now, okay? I'm a HelloFresh stan. Every week you get to choose from a large selection of delicious recipes that can help you break out of that recipe rut. Plus, with HelloFresh, produce gets to you faster than a grocery store. So that means it arrives at peak freshness and flavor. And I'm sure y'all are too busy to plan out a week of meals, write a long grocery list, drive to the store, spend an hour buying everything, coming home, putting everything away. That's a pain in the butt. HelloFresh cuts out all the stressful meal planning and prepping, so you can actually enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes, or even 20 minutes with their quick and easy options. And on top of that, HelloFresh's carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought groceries. That paired with the fact that the packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content, you're not only saving time, but you're saving the planet. But my favorite thing about HelloFresh is how flexible they are. You'd think with a meal delivery plan, you'd be like tied down to a really strict schedule, but that's not the case at all. You can switch delivery days, switch food preferences, add extra meals or meal complements like garlic bread, or just skip a week entirely. All of that can be done easily right on the HelloFresh app. And if that sounds good, it's about to sound a lot more good, because they're hooking up you guys with a great deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code KurtisTown14 to get 14 free meals, including free shipping. Yeah, you heard me. 14 free meals. Like I said, we've been eating HelloFresh like every week for over 2 years now, and we just love it so much. It lets us try new recipes that we wouldn't try, without HelloFresh, and it just makes everything so simple and stress-free. I could not recommend it enough. So yeah, again, go to HelloFresh.com, use code KurtisTown14 for 14 free meals, including free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring yet another one of my videos. Love you so much. Back to me. All right, thanks for watching. Press the like button if you enjoyed it. 1 like equals 1 plate of beans that I will force Doug to eat. So press the button. You can leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if there's some other older shows you want me to take a look at and goof on, because always a good time. You can press the subscribe button, because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. And I promise you I'll never sell the town. Check the description for other stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. Got a Patreon for the podcast as well. My gaming channel, my Twitch. I got my tour dates, merch, all that crap. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. I have to go dump all my life savings into meateries. I got new merch. Look at all of it. It looks so cool. It's all awesome. Great new clothes for the springtime, and it's available right now. So go to my website, folks. Okay, so this video was a long time coming. That's what she said. 3 years ago, I made a video about a movie called Baby Geniuses. A movie about every baby possessing the secrets of the universe, but they're unable to communicate with adults. And as soon as they hit age 2, their infinite knowledge goes away. It's cheesy and silly, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty fun movie. I then found out that they made a sequel to Baby Geniuses called Super Babies, and that movie features you guessed it,
Super Baby. So I made a video about that one about 2 years ago, and dude, whatever small amount of charm and originality the first film made was completely washed away in the sequel.
I told you, it's too late!
And once I uploaded that Super Babies video, I feel like I needed 2 years to physically and mentally prepare myself to finish the Baby Geniuses saga on my channel. Because we're not done! God no, not even close. They not only made a third Baby Geniuses movie, but they made a fourth. And also a fifth one. And I watched all of them in a row. That is 4 hours of Baby Geniuses movies. And instead of making a separate video for each Baby Geniuses movie, I thought I would practice what the Baby Geniuses franchise could not. Restraint. That's right, we're gonna cover the final 3 Baby Geniuses movies in this one video. So grab some baby food and a big fucking mug full of breast milk and get ready to learn about the most insane 3-movie run of all time. The third Baby Geniuses movie came out in 2013, and it is called Baby Geniuses and the Mystery of the Crown Jewels. This is obviously a jump forward in time from Super Babies, the second movie, because in the previous movies, they were geniuses, but they were still babies. They did baby stuff, you know, like they hung out at a daycare, they shit their pants. But this movie has accelerated the story so much that the Baby Geniuses are now like a secret spy team that fucking travels the world and solves crime. This particular movie follows the ragtag team of baby geniuses trying to track down who stole the Queen's crown jewels. I wonder who did it. Couldn't have been that baby who was laughing maniacally and also holding the fucking crown jewels in his hands. So the Baby Geniuses are tasked with this job because I guess nobody else wants to do it. And also the CIA tells them that if they don't get the crown jewels back in time for the Queen's coronation, then the Baby Geniuses crime-fighting organization will get shut down.
We need results in 30 days or your organization doesn't exist.
Also, it's so crazy to watch this movie because in the first 2 movies, adults didn't know that babies had the secrets of the universe. But now in this world, it's like a widely known fact.
Babies possess the knowledge of the universe.
So it's crazy to have the understanding that babies possess the knowledge of the universe, and this is all they're using them for, just to get some jewelry back. If they have all the knowledge of the universe, couldn't babies, like, bring us to, like, salvation? Couldn't these baby geniuses, like, turn our civilization into, like, a utopia? These babies should be, like, godly, angelic beings to them. They should be worshipping these babies, right? Fucking biblically accurate babies. That's what they should look like. Baby not afraid. So let's meet the characters. We've got Kylie, who some of you will remember as the babysitter from Super Babies. She works with the babies now and goes on these missions to help solve crimes, which is great. You know, we love to see a girl boss winning. We've got Holden, the CIA liaison sent to monitor the Baby Geniuses team. And we've got Skip, the team leader. Speaking of Skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. And then we've got Jordan, the high-tech whiz. I wish I could skip all of these movies. And then we've got Alfred, the master of disguise. Wish I could disguise myself as a guy who could skip all of these movies. And last but not least, we've got Gabby, the fashion expert. I wish I could fashion a way to expertly skip these movies. Oh yeah, I did it. Oh yeah, sorry, shit. We have Bob Bobbins and his wife, and they run the daycare, and they're also Skip's parents. Speaking of Skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. Also, it's always so funny in these movies where it's like, you know, all these kids will have different jobs, you know, they're like really talented at a certain thing. And then one of the members is a fucking fashion expert. The fuck? Is that a necessary job? Are there fashion experts at the CIA? It's extremely important to serve justice. But it's even more important to serve. Okay, so they're getting briefed on their big mission from Baby Agent Bureau of International Espionage and Safety, or baby. And yo, look, it's a holy shit. Dude, it's a biblically accurate baby. It's real. This is also where the movie drops a pretty big lore bomb on us. In this movie, they say that if you're a member of the Bobbins family, then you have the ability to understand what babies are saying. But that was not the case in the first 2 films. There were Bobbins in the movies, but they couldn't understand what the fucking kids were saying.
Can't really be talking to each other.
Yes, really, but when it comes to an adult, only a Bobbins can understand baby talk. I guess the Bobbins have never really grown up.
Okay. Yeah, they just never grew up. They still shit in diapers and cry on planes. It's annoying. So they send the babies to London to search for clues at the scene of the crime. How do they get there, you ask? By a teleportation device that they clearly have not used before.
It worked. It actually worked. It worked.
Worst parents of all time. It worked. Holy shit, I thought we just killed our kids over some jewelry. God. Dang, dang it. So the babies accidentally get teleported into a taxi cab in London, and the taxi driver is played by Oscar-winning actor and Angelina Jolie's father, John Voight. If you remember, he played Biscayne in Super Babies, but he plays a different character in these movies, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know if he's the same guy, and it's fucking annoying.
Maybe William and Katie's in the window there.
Do you know who lives there?
The Queen.
Awkward. Yeah, I'll take famous old people who died recently for 1,000.
Unfortunately, we need to break for just a moment for these words, but we'll come right back, I promise.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy hosting Jeff? Oh, yeah. Okay, so these movies do this really weird thing when the babies go to a new location. They do this weird montage of them, like, smiling and dancing and laughing in front of a green screen, obviously. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? That's my thing. Honestly, I really don't know why they do it.
I can't believe I'm here.
The budget clearly took a big hit after the second movie didn't perform very well. But the babies get to the crime scene and they start looking for clues, which has got to be some sort of violation.
Being a spy is cool.
I don't care how genius these babies are. Get them off the floor. This is a crime scene, okay?
This is fun.
And also, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but these scenes are most of the movies. And yes, I said movies. They find a bunch of clues like a half-eaten hamburger, a footprint, and a hat. And only the babies were able to find these things. The adults couldn't find these things at the crime scene, which is very troubling. I don't think the babies are geniuses. I think the adults are just fucking idiots, and they're geniuses by comparison. That's what these movies should have been called. Baby geniuses by comparison. So they come to the conclusion that the person who stole the crown jewels is this evil baby named Big Baby, whose dad owns a burger chain.
And that's his son, Beauregard Baby Jr.
We also call him Big Baby.
Big baby.
A criminal baby?
I literally have no idea how they arrived at this conclusion, but here we are. So this little kid is like the main bad guy of the movies. His name is Big Baby, and his big plan is... It's like, yeah, I don't know. I watched all of these movies. I watched 4 hours of these movies, and I still don't know what this baby wanted to do. But this isn't your regular everyday baby genius, okay? No. Because this little baby, he can hypnotize.
You would do everything I say.
And that's not genius behavior. That's like wizard behavior, right? Up to my wizard behavior. No, that's literally wizard behavior, dude. I don't think the writers of this movie knows what a genius is. They're not people who fucking have like superpowers and they can hypnotize people, right? Honestly, if you're dumb enough to get fucking hypnotized, you deserve it. You deserve whatever happens to you, okay? Also, what would a baby even hypnotize you to do? You will literally let me watch Cocomelon on my iPad until my eyes bleed. So they have a big showdown with Big Baby at the Burger Place HQ, and he's just hanging there in a fucking diaper.
Cool outfit.
And dude, this is honestly the most intimidating thing I have ever seen anybody do. Dude, no, I'm not joking here. If you imagine showing up to meet your enemy and they're just chilling there in a fucking diaper. I'd be fucking terrified, dude. I'd be asking him if he had any extras because I'd be shitting myself. Show up to your next job interview in just a diaper. You got the job. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So they end up retrieving the Queen's necklace back from Big Baby. Bob gives Holden a baby talk translator. Translator I hardly know.
I built a baby translator for you.
Which totally defeats the purpose of this entire fucking movie series. Because now the babies are just adults, basically. They're just smart adults wearing diapers. And also, dude, if you invented a baby talk translator and the babies hold the secret to the universe, give one of those to everybody. What the fuck? Everyone should have one of those. You know what I mean? Actually, no, that might be fucked up. Imagine like a pregnant person wearing one of those in like the 3rd trimester. Get me out of here! There's hardly any womb! Okay, so now the babies go to France. We get some more taxi cab, montage, crime scene investigation scenes, because that's literally all these movies are. But it isn't a spy movie without an awesome fight scene. Oh wait, sorry, did I say awesome fight scene? Sorry, I meant fight scene.
Good job.
You know what? This is what pisses me off the most about these baby geniuses movies. Whenever the babies fight, they have adult level strength. Geniuses aren't like fucking superheroes. Most geniuses, when I think of a genius, They're not strong, right? Albert Einstein? Pussy. You could fuck that guy up. Stephen Hawking, dude? Come on. It's just frustrating, you know? I wish one of these fight scenes were realistic. Listen, if you want to get those crown jewels, first, you gotta go through me. And let me tell you right now, that's not gonna be easy. For I am a baby G. Whoa. Did you just punch that baby? He was coming right for me. I had to defend myself. Hey, he's waking up. Get him. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, so the rest of the movie is pretty insane. So there's yet another taxi cab montage crime scene investigation, but this time they're in Italy because somebody stole the Prime Minister's pizza?
Italy needs your help.
What's wrong?
The pizza da tutti pizza. Not has been stolen.
Fucking, the writers really popped off here, man. What is like a priceless, irreplaceable item that Big Baby could steal in Italy? Something that there's like, you can't make another one of. A pizza! Like what the fuck? There's no issue here, man. Just make another one. I've been to Italy before. You know what we have to do to find a pizza? Look to your left. They're everywhere. And what's even more insane is why Big Baby stole the pizza.
Why did you disintegrate the Prime Minister's pizza?
Man, if I had a dime for every time I heard that question...
Disintegrate. Look again, closer. I shrank the pizza.
But why?
Because if I can make it smaller, I can also make it bigger!
So they stole this important pizza just to test if their new growth/shrink ray worked?
My prototype is a success!
Again, just go buy a pizza somewhere, man. That's so difficult. Why'd you have to go through all a fucking heist to get a pizza to do that, right? What the dude, that's like stealing the Declaration of Independence to like test if your pen is working. Like so much work for no reason. I'm not actually doing it. Okay.
Ciao, baby squad!
They're getting away again?
So their final stop of the film is in Germany. And in this scene, I think the writers like forgot the rules of the film because the taxi driver just fully responds to the baby.
Haven't we seen him before?
Oh, me? Good job, guys. But now it's time for the final showdown. This is where we find out Big Baby's master plan. And his plan is to make himself huge because he hates being little.
You don't know what it's like to be a baby. Take a nap, go to bed, eat your vegetables. Have you ever tried mashed broccoli? I know what you mean.
Just immediately radicalized.
I know what you mean.
So this is where we find out that he stole the crown jewels because they're the only things that will power his big device. I don't know. So a bunch of bullshit happens and the baby geniuses end up saving the day by shrinking Big Baby. And now he's Lil Baby, the rapper.
What's up? It's Lil Baby here.
And they return the crown jewels to the queen just in time. Yay, she got them back.
For the queen.
And the queen lived happily ever after. For about 10 years, and then she fucking died. We then get this like post-credits type scene where the taxi cab driver shows up and he's revealed to be the actual bad guy because the movie literally spells it out for us. The taxi cab driver's real name is Moriarty, and he's the real bad guy of the trilogy. We'll find out more about him shortly. And the movie ends with all the baby geniuses celebrating because they proved to the CIA that they do really great work.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
And we love
Okay. Baby Genius is saving the world. Baby Genius is for coming soon. And they were right about that, because a year after, they released Baby Geniuses 4, The Treasures of Egypt. I'll say right now, I think it's going to be a lot quicker to go through these last two movies, because I shit you not, Baby Geniuses 4 is pretty much the exact same movie as Baby Geniuses 3. They just go to different locations. The first place they go to is Beijing to investigate a museum where a bunch of artifacts were stolen. And they don't see Moriarty disguised in a taxi cab this time. They see him disguised in a museum.
Excuse me, miss. I'm the antiquities director of this museum. May I help you?
Yes, I am Kylie.
Ah, Kyrie. And babies?
They're children of the UN delegates. I have the pleasure to look after them.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Okay, great. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse.
I am Manchu.
Well, racism aside, I refuse to believe that these babies are geniuses, okay? You're telling me these babies have no idea that that's the taxi driver from the last movie? And another thing, not only are these babies not geniuses, you're telling me this fucking kid is the master of disguise? This baby in a diaper's idea of a disguise is a baby in a diaper. Okay, dude, get him off the team. What the fuck, could you imagine if, like, an adult master of disguise did this? Don't you worry. We'll fit right in at this masquerade ball. Oh my god! It's also so funny that these babies are geniuses. Geniuses. Yet they all still wear diapers. You guys know computer science and fucking astrophysics, but you can't figure out a fucking toilet? You know, that's the thing that stumps you. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this movie is exactly like the other movie. All it is Big Baby stealing something, the baby's going to look for clues, chasing down Big Baby until he gets away, rinse and repeat until Big Baby reveals his big plan. So they go to India at one point in this movie, and I know, after the incident in China, that's worrisome. But don't worry, he doesn't do brown face, which is nice, okay? They go to India because Big Baby stole some more bullshit. And I really love this scene because they're showing when Big Baby and his dad were, like, stealing the artifacts. And they just totally messed up the edit of this part, and I thought I'd highlight it.
The prize. Be careful, the alarm is on.
Wow.
Just put the same clip back to back, but just one had lasers in it. You know? But honestly, if I was stuck editing this fucking movie, I'd do the same thing. Also, man, dude, sorry. I hate these movies so much. There's one part in this movie when they're in a cab in India, and the cab driver says that she had, like, a religious experience at the Taj Mahal, and she saw things that she cannot explain.
I saw the equation pi equals to 3.141 and do not know what it means.
What? That was her religious experience? She saw the equation for pi? And it gets even sillier because Jordan, the tech whiz, the high-tech whiz, remember? The genius high-tech whiz? Throughout this whole movie, she's working on a device to communicate with aliens, and she can't get it to work. But she overhears this taxi cab conversation and freaks out because she says that the equation for pi could be the thing that makes her machine work.
Pi equals 3.141? That just might be the equation I need to make the cosmonaut work.
You're telling me a genius with the knowledge of the universe doesn't know what pi is? That's like the first thing you learn in fucking 3rd grade math. How do they, I guess they haven't gone to 3rd grade yet, so that. Also, pi isn't even a fucking equation. These babies are not geniuses, okay? Don't fall for it. They don't know their bodily functions or the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, okay? They don't know pee, poo, or pi. God damn it, dude, this movie makes me wanna... So, later in the movie, they're celebrating Bob Bobbin's birthday, and as a gift, they give him a really high-tech GPS system.
By using DNA signatures, we're able to track suspects in real time all over the world.
Okay, so one, that's just ethically fucked up, but, I mean, at the same time, they're also putting babies in the workforce, so, I mean, ethics are awash in these movies, I guess. But what's especially stupid is a big chunk of this movie is Moriarty and Big Baby working together to make sure they can't use this GPS system because they don't want the baby geniuses to have the ability to track them down. But this new GPS system doesn't fucking matter because they already tracked someone down using GPS in the first movie.
So we need to find that vendor who was selling those berets.
I'm already tracking his movement. He's taking a break at Big Daddy's Burgers.
So I'm not even gonna waste time on this subplot at all. We're just gonna skip over that, okay? Speaking of skip, I wish I could skip all of these movies. And to remind you, this movie is called Baby Geniuses and the Treasures of Egypt. The runtime is about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and it takes them 53 minutes to even mention Egypt. Dude, that's like if the Titanic movie was called Here Come Dat Iceberg. This is also the movie where they find out that Moriarty is behind everything.
Moriarty.
Mori who?
Bob goes on to explain that he's a super criminal and he's behind history's biggest heist, and he's like the most dangerous guy on earth.
Responsible for over 500 unsolved cases in over 200 countries.
And what a criminal mastermind he is. Look at him. He's the most dangerous man in the world. I'm shaking in my boots just watching this shit. Okay, so now they're finally in Egypt. And honestly, the fact that they don't do brownface in this movie is astonishing. I fully thought that they were gonna... No! Okay, never mind.
Pleasure to meet you.
This is unbelievable. This man has an Oscar, and his daughter is Angelina Jolie. Like, man, I feel bad for her, man. She got the shit end of the stick. Anytime someone asks her what her father is up to, she has to just be like, yeah, just nothing really. Nothing at all, actually. Yeah, nothing. He's actually dead. He died. He's a dead guy. So just like the last movie, Big Baby's plan isn't revealed till right now, the very end. And his plan this time is to harness the energy of these old artifacts to give him the ability to fly.
With the press of this button, Big Baby takes to the sky!
But hey man, if you want to see a flying baby, just get on any airplane. Why is there always so many fucking babies on airplanes, man? Get them off. If you have a baby, drive. Okay? Don't go on a plane with your kid. I'm sorry. I feel like after watching all these movies, like just the thought of a baby is making me blood red mad. Dude, if you want to convert a pro-lifer to pro-choice, show them these movies, okay? They will not want any more babies on this planet. I promise you that. This movie's climax features Big Baby's plan getting foiled once again.
It's a bird! It's a plane!
All the artifacts are returned, and Moriarty escapes. But hey, I have a question. What was the fucking point of all this? I don't understand how Moriarty is the main villain of this movie when all he does in the final showdown is like peek behind corners. Like, what the fuck? And also the beam of light that was supposed to make Big Baby fly didn't do anything. Maybe we'll get the answers in the final movie. So the Treasures of Egypt pretty much ends the same way as the Mystery of the Crown Jewels. No, wait, sorry, not pretty much. It ends the exact same way as the last movie. And I don't know if you understood what I just said. It's the same ending.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
They used the footage from the first movie to end the second movie as well.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
And we love our little spy baby. And the rest of the baby squad, too.
They probably thought nobody would be scraping the content barrel enough to make a super long YouTube video 10 years later about these movies, going through each one in detail. And that's where they're wrong. So how does this huge saga end? How do they tie up all these loose ends and finish off a 20-year-long franchise? I'll tell you how they do it. Poorly. The final Baby Geniuses movie is called Baby Geniuses and the Space Baby. I guess they've already gone to every fucking country in the world, so now they're going to space. But guess what? They don't even go to space in this movie. But hey, if we're lucky, maybe they'll do blackface. And after spending 2.5 hours watching Baby Geniuses 3 and 4, I was praying to the biblically accurate babies that Baby Geniuses 5 wasn't going to be exactly like the other ones. But it is exactly like the other ones. Things get stolen, babies look for clues. Things get stolen, babies look for clues. Things get stolen, subtle racism.
Got your nose!
I'm sorry, both Chow and I are Kung Fu masters.
I just can't fucking believe how many times this shit happens in these movies. So many weird green screen montages followed by a crime scene investigation with foreign babies. Dude, I counted them all up, and throughout these movies, there are 9 montage/crime scene investigation scenes. I feel like if I was a detective in this universe, I would fucking lose my mind. Seeing all these babies show up and shit, by the fucking 5th time, I'd be like, you know what? No. How about that? No. Enough babies, okay? This isn't fucking bring your kid to work day. This is a crime scene. Someone was murdered. And you got your fucking baby crawling around, dude. He's crawling in the victim's blood, and now there's little baby handprints all over the... Okay, that's pretty cute. Okay, we're at the home stretch. This is the last movie. We're gonna get there, okay? This movie starts with them explaining what the big ray of light did at the end of the last movie.
Washington, this is Moscow.
Yeah, the big ray of light shot down a UFO containing a space baby from Toddleron. This is a real plot point.
And even planet Toddleron.
And throughout this whole movie, the space baby is stealing artifacts to repair his ship. They go through the regular Baby Geniuses shit that we've seen before, and the plan they devised to stop Moriarty is to make a sort of ray gun that freezes people. But here's the kicker. They can't make the gun until they have a material called infantanium.
Once we get that crystal of infantanium...
Like titanium, but infant.
Infantanium.
Dude. Infantanium. Is that what fucking pop punk bands' guitars are made of? Also, at the same time, Moriarty is creating the same kind of gun, but he's using babyonium.
And now a crystal of babyonium.
And at the end of the movie, they have this huge showdown where they shoot the guns at each other, fucking Goblet of Fire style.
Take my body back to my father.
And big surprise, they end up stopping Moriarty.
That's what you get for betraying me. Get him, Daddy.
Whoa! What the fuck? Yeah, we got you. Now we got a 69. So yeah, the baby geniuses save the day. The space baby fucks off back to his own planet. But sorry, there's one more thing I want to complain about. Throughout this whole movie, the space baby is talking in this like weird space baby language.
Ba-wee-ba-wee-ba?
But like, babies are born with the secrets of the universe, or the knowledge of the universe, and they all communicate with their own baby language. That's what they say at the beginning of all of these movies.
Every baby in the world is born with the secret of the universe.
So wouldn't the baby language be the same? Like, no matter what planet you're from, because it's in the universe? Like, no matter where the other baby geniuses are in the world, like India, Beijing, France, Italy, they can all understand each other with the same baby language, right? So why is the fucking space baby speaking some other space language? Okay, sorry. Obviously none of this makes fucking sense, but here's what I gotta say to the writers of these movies, okay? Goo goo gaga. So the movie series ends with everybody celebrating their victory, and the mom says how excited they are for their next adventure.
And I can't wait for our next adventure.
And that was 10 years ago. So it's safe to say that their next adventure never happened, and honestly, that's the best way this series could have ended. In conclusion, I know these movies are ridiculous and the plot makes no sense, but it's obvious that these movies were made for children, where I feel like the original Baby Geniuses that came out in '99 was for children and adults, like it was a family movie. These movies feel like a movie that they would just throw on their kids' iPad so they could have some fucking peace and quiet for an hour and a half. The Baby Geniuses sequels are just another classic case of people using the name of an IP that made a good amount of money at one time to just absolutely fart out shitty movies that have nothing to do with the original film, just in the hopes that the name alone can bring them in a bunch of money, even though they lost millions on Super Babies. So again, I don't know how these movies were made. Or do I? I do. Upon further research, I found out that these movies aren't really movies at all. In 2011, an original series called, and get ready for this one, it's called Baby Geniuses BSI Baby Squad Investigators. Just a fucking vomit pile of a title, Jesus Christ. And that series aired in Italy. That series was then chopped up into 3 separate movies, the ones we watched today. Which explains why it was so repetitive, but it unfortunately doesn't explain the racism, so that sucks.
Mancho.
But you know what? This was a long time coming. It feels really good to say goodbye to the Baby Geniuses franchise, but it feels even better to say hello, Fresh, the sponsor of this video.
That's right, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, HelloFresh takes the hassle out of mealtime this spring by delivering pre-portioned ingredients and easy-to-prepare recipes right to your door. Skip those long checkout lines and get outside in this nice weather because HelloFresh has dinner covered. And you don't need to be a baby genius to cook amazing food. Don't worry if you're not a pro in the kitchen. HelloFresh's foolproof recipes arrive pre-portioned and easy to prepare in just a few steps. Jenna and I have been eating HelloFresh every week for years now, and we just love how wide the weekly selection is. They have over 40 recipes and over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. That means there are options for everyone and every lifestyle. And folks, April is Earth Month, and HelloFresh has always been committed to a cleaner planet. On average, HelloFresh meals have a 31% lower carbon footprint than the same meals made from supermarket ingredients. Plus, nearly all HelloFresh packaging materials are curbside recyclable in most areas of the US. So you're not only helping out your hungry belly, you're also helping out the planet. And now's the perfect time to give HelloFresh a try because they're hooking you guys up with an amazing deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code KurtisTown50 for 50% off. Plus, your first box ships free. Again, we've been eating HelloFresh for years now, and I honestly cannot recommend it enough. It just saves us so much time and alleviates so much stress about what we're gonna have for dinner each week. And now I honestly can't picture my life without it. So again, go to HelloFresh.com and use code KurtisTown50 for 50% off. plus your first box ships free. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. I hope you check them out because it helps me out a bunch when you check out the sponsors. You know, it's a win-win-win-win situation here, okay? Thank you so much, HelloFresh. Back to me. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button because, believe it or not, one like equals one big pizza. Please leave a comment, I'm begging you, and you can also subscribe if you want. As soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtis Town. If you didn't know, Kurtis Town is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me, it's the law. You can check the description for my new merch that just came out. It's really cool, I'm super proud of it, I hope you guys check it out. My Instagram, Twitter, podcast, all that stuff is down there. Yeah man, that's it, thank you so much for watching. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go. There's a masquerade ball that I gotta go to and I'm all out of Pampers. See ya. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video, so subscribe for an extra greeting. I'm very excited about today's video, so is Kiwi. Shut up! Very stoked. You know, we were all kids at one point, you know? That's the one thing we all have in common. A while ago, we were younger. And if you're like me, when you were a kid, you watched a lot of television. Like way too much. And you know, kid shows were a lot of fun back in the day, you know? But they were also very weird. Like for example, SpongeBob was probably the best kids TV show ever made, but explaining the plot of SpongeBob to someone who's never heard of it before, they'd call the cops on you because you would concern them with how crazy you sound.
Oh, so SpongeBob, yeah, there's like this sea sponge who lives in Bikini Bottom. He lives in a pineapple, and his best friend is a starfish who lives under a rock, and his friend is a karate squirrel who's in an astronaut suit. But he also flips burgers at the Krusty Krab, and his boss is a crab. And there's a plankton who's trying to steal the recipe all the time. And his neighbor Squidward hates him, but he plays a clarinet. It's pretty great.
To be honest, that sounds really weird. I'm gonna watch something else.
No, but wait. The crab's daughter is a whale.
Most kid shows were very weird, but one in particular was
extremely weird.
And that weird show is what we're going to be talking about today. So sit down, nerds. Take a seat, geeks. SeatGeek, that reminds me. I want to say a huge thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. If you guys haven't heard of SeatGeek, it is an amazing app where you can find tickets to comedy shows, sporting events, concerts, and literally anything that you need a ticket for, it'll be on SeatGeek. Every ticket has a rating from 1 to 10 to let you know if you're getting a good deal on your ticket or not. In the app, it'll show you what you'll actually be seeing from your seat so you know what you're getting when you actually get your ticket. And you can get the ticket right on the app and show your phone right at the venue. So you don't need to worry about printing or anything or wasting paper, you know? Save those trees, dude. SeatGeek was kind enough to hook up the citizens of Kurtis Town with a really rad deal. If you use the code KurtisTown, you get $20 off your first order. Yeah, $20, dude, gone, just like that. So if you're a member of Kurtis Town and you want 20 bucks off your first order on SeatGeek, the link is in the description. All right, thank you, SeatGeek. Let's get into the video, dudes. The show that we're gonna be looking at today was called Uh-Oh. And I talked about Uh-Oh very briefly on my podcast like a few weeks ago, and I got a lot of messages from people that were just extremely baffled by this after they looked it up themselves. And that made me realize that Uh-Oh was never aired in America, only up here in the Great White North. Why does Great White North sound really racist now that I'm saying it out loud? The Great North. So we're gonna talk about Uh-Oh today and take a look at it, figure out what they were doing, what they were thinking when they made it, because it's just so strange. And I'm really excited for you guys to learn about this if you haven't heard of it before. Before we watch the video, let's take a look at the Wikipedia page about Uh-Oh. Uh-Oh is a Canadian game show created by Rick Watts and Frank Young. The show aired from September 5th, 1997 to April 19th, 2003 on YTV, which fucking slapped. It was the best channel on TV, and was a spin-off of the popular variety show It's Alive, which also aired on YTV. Now, I used to watch Uh-Oh all the time with my sisters. Like, no matter what we were doing, if we knew Uh-Oh was on TV, we weren't doing what we were doing before. We were now gonna go watch Uh-Oh. Like, I have so many fond memories of watching that show when I was a kid, but now that I'm an adult and watching it back, it's very weird. One might say it was the weirdest kid show ever made.
You know, like the title of the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see, it's the most late 90s show that's ever been made. And to go along with that, they had a whole cast of the most late 90s, early 2000s people you've ever seen. They also had another reoccurring character. This guy, dressed as a knockoff Jason Voorhees on a kid's show. Yeah, it's even weirder when you see him in person too. So get ready for that. So Uh-Oh was hosted by a man named Wink Yahoo. I highly doubt that was his real name. That would suck if it was. Like, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Yahoo just had their baby and they were like, he's so cute, what do we name him? I don't know, we already have the dumbest last name ever. Let's give him an equally dumb first name. His arch nemesis is Blink Google. Blink Google, I said, you know? Because like Wink and then Yahoo, the search engine, so Blink Google. Okay, so Wink Yahoo was a very over-the-top game show host, obviously, but it's pretty clear that's what they were going for, like kind of like a parody of game show hosts and game shows in general. But even me, as a loud, annoying 10-year-old, was like, all right, Wink, dial it back a bit, you know? Show some restraint. Ooh. Wink Yahoo, do you think you are? Okay, so dumb. So this next part of the show is probably the weirdest part of the whole thing, so let's watch.
We must introduce to you the Punisher. Punisher! My goodness! Punisher! Control, Punisher! No more water, Punisher! We'll grab a shower later.
So this guy, dressed in all leather with a hockey mask on, comes out and just fucks with kids. Just squirts them with water and shit. Just messes with them. Like, that's what that guy's job was. That's what he got paid to do. Is to just bully kids. I don't know how I wasn't terrified by this when I was younger. Like, this is all like, you know, whoa, he's the Punisher, this is crazy. But with some simple editing, this can be a horror movie trailer. Watch. See? That's so scary. This next part is when they announce the prizes, and I love this part so much because it really shows you how little budget we have up in Canada for television programming. Let's see what these kids will be competing for.
Our grand prize winners will receive the new butane freestyle snowboard from Rosignol. Catch some big air with this extremely high-performance board that all the riders will enjoy. For our first runners-up, CCM hockey jerseys, the official licensee of the National Hockey League. Second runners-up receive the Ultra Racer game console, the clear choice for serious PlayStation players.
A cool snowboard, hockey jerseys, and something for your PlayStation. What if you didn't like snowboarding or hockey or playing video games? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I get it now. Uh-oh. So to those who haven't seen the show, this is how it worked. There were 3 teams of 2. A blue team, a red team, and a green team. They would all spin the wheel to see what mini games they had to play to earn their team points. And then whatever team had the most points at the end won, obviously. You know, there were games like The Dump, that was like a weird Plinko spin-off, and then there was Speed Round where you had to answer questions really quick. But the one that was my favorite was called Mayhem. Mayhem was great. Here's an amazing example of a mayhem.
Time to break the piñata open, okay? So take this bat, stand on the box. You got 20 seconds to break it open, but you gotta remember that there are 3 packs of Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum in there that you gotta get to get those 50 points. Are you ready? I'm ready. Get set, go! Oh, watch out, you don't wanna hurt anybody. No. Manual. Just little taps, little taps, buddy. Oh!
Just so dangerous, you know? A kid swinging a bat as hard as he can, literally like inches away from the heads of other children. Like, so...
Holy shit.
Even the host is like, okay, whoa, stop. Light taps, all right?
Just little taps.
This is mayhem.
And if that wasn't scary enough, Here's another example of a great mayhem.
What I want you to do is I want you to mow down on this. 20 seconds will give the green team 50 points. Ready, go! I need it all in there.
Like, you know that host went home that night and stared herself in the mirror and was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I went to film school for 4 years, interned for 2 years, just to do this? To yell at a girl to eat food and shove food in her face? You know, there's no way you can be a normal human after that. Eat it!
Fucking eat the spaghetti, dude. Eat it. Come on, shove it in your face. Do it.
This poor girl just wants to win some points, and this late 90s girl is yelling at her. She can never eat spaghetti again. She can forgetty about spaghetti. So mayhem, we got head injuries, choking hazards, scarred children. Uh-oh. Now, you're all probably wondering why the show is called Uh-oh. Other than all the big uh-ohs you say when you see all the dangers of it, but uh-oh is an option that you can get on the wheel when you spin. So let's see what happens when you get uh-oh. Okay, cool. So already, right off the bat, we got the grown man, Punisher, pulling a kid by her pigtails into a small, inescapable glass tube. That's fun and good. I think the Punisher is Miss Trunchbull's husband. There's a conspiracy theory. Shane Dawson, do it. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. So we all know the Punisher. We all know Miss Trunchbull. So after the kid is dragged into that tiny prison, the other kid has to answer a skill testing question like this.
Okay, so I wanted to clear something up before you see this next clip. So the girl with pigtails, the other person got the question right, so all they really do is get points if that happens, and that's not entertaining. I want to show you what happens when they don't get points, so that's why there's a completely different kid in the inescapable glass tube. Okay, enjoy.
Why do Mexican jumping beans jump? They have rhythm. Both. They have a bean moth larvae. That's what I meant. You can see it right there. See? Bubbling water or starch crackles.
Starch crackles.
Starch crackles. No, it's moth larvae. You're wrong.
And he got it wrong. Uh-oh. So what happens?
I refried some beans for you.
Obviously, the Punisher pours slime onto the kid who didn't even do anything wrong. That's the messed up part. If you're gonna pour slime on anyone, pour it on the kid who got the question wrong. He's the idiot.
Starch crackles.
Same thing as before. This is all fun and games and it's filmed like, whoa, this is crazy and kooky. But with some simple editing, scary as shit. Watch.
I refried some beans for you.
This is weird, okay? Trust me. It's weird that there's a gimp pouring slime on the helpless children, okay? And trust me, I'm not the only one who thinks this, okay? The man who played Wink Yahoo, whose real name is Scott, he did an AMA on Reddit 6 years ago. Because I was doing a bunch of research for this video, okay? I don't want to leave any stone unturned. And somebody asked if he was aware of how weird the concept of the Punisher was and that, like, weird sexual undertone of, like, you know, being dressed in all leather and stuff. And he said yes, okay? He said yes, he knew it. A lot of people knew it. So I'm not weird for thinking that, okay? They're weird for doing it. That was basically uh-oh. Other than, like, this weird betting thing that they did on, like, some pre-recorded obstacle course challenge that a bunch of kids did in some random field in small town Canada. And guys, you had no idea how badly I wanted to be at one of those things. And I never did. I never got to go to them. That's why I'm making this video. I'm bitter. So, a winner would be announced.
Red's taking it home!
They'd all go home with Hubba Bubba gum.
Audience members are going home chewing Hubba Bubba.
And I would just be so jealous of all the kids. They all look like they're having so much fun. You know, as strange and weird and dangerous as this show was, I love it so much. I'm commenting on how weird and strange it is, but there's something so pure and joyful about it that I honestly can't really put into words. It didn't take itself seriously at all. It didn't try to be anything it wasn't. It was just a fun, crazy, stupid game show for kids to watch after school because, you know, math is tough, so you need something to be happy about. And I've watched so many episodes when researching for this video, and the love that I have for that show is still there. It's not a nostalgic thing either. The show is genuinely fun to watch. I feel like the 90s, early 2000s was such a strange time for kids television because I feel like that was a time where like technology was just starting to grow at like a really fast pace, and I think everybody on television and stuff was just trying their hardest to make something that could appeal to kids in that like ever-growing community. I'm so smart, look at my hands moving. You know, there wasn't really rules or anything, they just like needed to make something that was attention-grabbing and fun and crazy, and Uh-Oh did that. In a world where kids watch other kids unbox toys or watch some man scream about slime for entertainment, I don't think a show like Uh-Oh could exist now. What? And that makes me sad because I have so much love and fondness over this crazy, dangerous game show. But I figured most of my followers are from America and just, you know, other parts of the world where it's my duty as a Canadian to spread the word about this amazing show. If you guys have never heard of this show, there's a channel that has literally all the episodes on YouTube, and I'll leave it in the description because it's something truly amazing. So do yourself a favor and watch a few episodes and just bask in the weird Canadian danger. WCD, Weird Canadian Danger. And if Uh-Oh ever comes back, maybe this video is the catalyst for that to happen. And if it ever does come back, I'm gonna be the next Wink Yahoo, okay? I'm gonna be Blank Google, and I'm gonna be there. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. If you've ever seen Uh-Oh, let me know if you've seen it. If you have never heard of it, tell me how fucking weird it is because it's something else. Again, huge thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. For 20 bucks off your first order, check out the description. And yeah, get some money off, dudes. Save that paper. That was, I'm sorry I said that. That was weird. Make sure to subscribe because I make a video every week and they're so much fun, and you'll get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. Who doesn't want that, dude? Tell me their name and I'll yell at them. Check out the description from my social media and stuff, links to my weekly podcast that I do called Very Really Good. It's a lot of fun. It's a great time. We just talk about a bunch of bull crap, and it's a good time, you know? And there's also a Patreon for that podcast where you can get early access to episodes for only $1 a month, which is like, so nothing, like cents a day. And there's also bonus monthly video episodes on there as well. So check that out in the description. And yeah, I've been Kurtis Conner or Blank Google, either or. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace out. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click on some right now on the screen, and don't forget to press the other button to subscribe to me. All right, thank you so much. See ya. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single video, okay? So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. Please and thank you. Folks, if you can't tell, I'm sick. But don't worry, I've got a sick video for you today. Shut the fuck up! Today's video is very special though, okay? For a few reasons. 1, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. That's great, we love them. 2, we get to talk about old, weird, low-budget Canadian television, and I love doing that. And 3, I have a very exciting announcement. Here's the announcement. I'm sure you've all heard of Double D's, right? You know? Yeah! Danny and Drew, the YouTubers, you've heard of them, right? Well, they are going on tour this year. And that's it. That's my announcement. I'm just very proud of them. I'm kidding. That's not the actual announcement. That is true. But here's a real announcement, okay? Buckle in. Buckle up, I guess. Strap in, buckle up, whatever you want to do. Danny and Drew are going on tour, and drum roll, please. I'm going with them. Not just to hang out with them. I'm going to be performing. I'm going to be the opening act for the tour. Going to be doing some stand-up comedy. It's going to be awesome, dude. VIP tickets are available right now, so if you want to click the link in the description, you can do that and grab your VIP tickets. And the general admission tickets will be going on sale on Monday, so keep an eye out for that. And please come, because the shows won't be fun if there's no one there. So
please come.
Now, before we get into the video, I just have one more quick announcement, okay? I think global warming is actually pretty awesome. I'm kidding, guys. Come on. You should have seen your stupid face. I'm obviously joking. Climate change is real and I'm scared. That was just a little prank for me to you, okay? There's a little gift. Speaking of pranks, dude, am I on a segue right now? I can't even tell, dude. That was perfect. Today we're gonna be looking at an old Canadian television show that was all about pranks and pranking. Dude, pranks used to be so, you know? Before YouTube, I feel like pranks were so fun. They were harmless. They were wholesome. And then people started doing the fucking stepping on Jordans in the hood prank, and fucking killing best friend prank, and kissing my sister prank. Those are all real things that have happened on YouTube, dude. They've ruined it. They've ruined pranks. So I thought today we'd take a trip down memory lane, back to a simpler time where pranks were good, okay? The show that we're going to be looking at today is called Prank Patrol. Let me just tell you, I fucking loved this show when I was a kid. I watched the absolute shit out of it. Like, the TV network used to call me every day and be like,
dude, like, you gotta stop watching this show. You're watching it too much.
And then I would hang up every time. I love the show a lot is what I'm saying. Right off the bat, the logo is fucking pee-pee. I don't even have to make a joke about that. That's the funniest thing ever. Pee-pee. Hate that I remember that song, but damn, that's a great theme song, dude. So Andy, the host, he'll help a kid pull off the prank of their dreams, you know, because we all have that. And like the best part of this show is that they would play it off as like it's just some random thing and it's not planned beforehand at all.
It's really soft. Oh my god.
Iris Esquivel?
Yeah?
You ready to make your dream prank come true?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Congratulations, you're the newest member of the Prank Patrol.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm Andy.
Like watching this now, obviously you can tell like this was planned months in advance. There was like a casting. Like they planned this thing obviously because we're all very smart, right? But dude, when I was a kid, oh my god. Dude, I fell for it, hook, line, and stinker, all right? Like when I was a kid, man, like whenever I was anywhere, I was just I was ready, dude. I was ready for Andy. Hey Curtis, what do you think about these notebooks for your school? What are you doing? Why do you keep doing that? Why are you looking around? Mom, stop, okay? I'm looking for Andy so he can come and take me and put me in his pee-pee. Should I call the cops? Okay, so I picked this episode in particular because the person getting pranked actually has like a genuine reaction to the prank, but most of the episodes, the kids just like don't even react at all. Like they'll just laugh it off and just kind of like not believe anything for a second, but they would still air the episodes.
The target of Iris's prank is her friend Sabrina. Sabrina teases Iris constantly about a boy she likes, and once even called her up pretending to be him.
Okay, wow, bad friend. Wow. Oh my god. You deserve every prank ever, dude.
Your prank idea was to take your nightmare and make it reality. And you get hooked up to some sort of machine that projects your dreams onto a screen, right?
Precisely.
But how do we do that?
I was thinking that maybe we could like shoot a video of my nightmare and like show it to her.
Yes. I know exactly what you're going for. Now, Iris, word on the street has it that you have a recurring nightmare.
Very subtle way to bring that up. Word on the street is, you have a recurring nightmare. Who's talking about that? That's weird gossip. Dude, did you hear about Iris? No. What's going on? Oh man, you're not gonna believe this. What is it? She's having recurring nightmares. Oh man. I have to tell everybody.
What's your nightmare about?
Well, basically, my teacher, she's chasing me across the field. And I'm running for my life, and she's like right behind me. She's like grabbing for me, and the sky becomes red, and it's so scary.
Oh man, it's so funny to think about like back in the day being scared of your teachers, man. I remember that. I remember being so scared of them and just not liking them at all. You have no reason to be scared of your teachers, right? Stop making minimum wage to ensure my developing brain grows in a healthy way. You're scaring me with all your time and effort and love.
And for Sabrina to really believe that this machine works, she'd have to get hooked up to it too and see images of her subconscious. But how do we do that?
Maybe we could go to Sabrina's house and take a few shots of things that she would recognize.
Yeah, exactly. That would be kind of her subconscious thoughts.
Right.
Okay, so the prank is a pretty good idea, right? It's not like too scary, but it's like just weird enough to like kind of believe it maybe. If this was a show today, this is how that fucking conversation would go. Okay, so we're gonna fucking go to your friend's house, rob all their shit, and sell all their valuables in the black market. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be such a good prank, dude. But like, we're not actually gonna do it, right? That's just like a joke, dude. Right? We're gonna be rich, all right? And then I'm gonna go make out with my sister because that's a prank. Okay, that's gross. Okay, now it's the point of the show where we meet the ninjas, who are like Andy's sidekicks, I guess. I don't really know. Their job is to drive the pee-pee van and just set up pranks, I guess. Why ninjas, you ask? I don't fucking know.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay, so next they go to this special effects place to get all the stuff ready for the prank, and the guy who's helping them is wearing the most early 2000s hat you will ever see. Oh man, I forgot about those hats. Oh fuck. Oh, this beanie is pretty cool, but I feel like it needs a tiny little brim. Oh boy, I'm brimming with excitement just thinking about a beanie with a brim on it.
So the idea is to get some shots of me dressed up like Iris's crazed teacher, basically acting like a monster.
Man, imagine if like the teacher, like her actual teacher was watching this show. Oh man, that's so sad. One of my students was on this fun little prank show. Let's turn it on and watch.
Acting like a monster.
Okay, so basically, you're running after me. You're trying to get me.
I don't look like that, do I? Must be the wrong show or something. No, this is the show. That's me.
That's good.
Oh, I'm gonna
chase her when I see her next.
Okay, so now they're going to the victim's house to get some footage for them to use in the prank. And Homeboy is editing it on what seems to be a TV remote. That's fucking super funny. I didn't even realize that till right now. You didn't think I noticed that, would you? Or maybe you did. Maybe that's a prank. Oh, man. Okay, so now they got all the stuff ready for the big prank. But, unfortunately, it's time for another commercial. But before the commercial, the ninjas are back.
Oh, ninjas.
And they're doing their own little prank of their own. Whoa, scary. I love this. Can we go back to this? This is great content, alright? This is fucking, there's nothing wrong with this, dude. Yeah, I sound like a fucking old man, dude. Back in my day, pranks were pretty nice. Now they're all mean. Okay, so now it's the day, the big prank day, BPD. And they need to set everything up. So who else do they call but the ninjas? Because that's what they're good for. Ninjas are good for fighting and setting up pranks. That's true. Read a book.
Release the ninjas!
These fucking sound effects, you know? Wow, dude. Hey, we get it. It's a kid's show. Got it. I'd like to think that, like, those weren't sound effects. These are just the noises that they make. Like, imagine one of these ninjas just reading a book.
This, in a sense, is a dream machine. Have a seat. We'll put on your helmet here.
Here we go. She's about to see the images we shot at her house earlier.
That's my dog.
It's a dog that is like yours, or it is your dog?
No, it is my dog.
She's buying it.
That's my mom.
It's a woman that is like your mother or your mother?
Yeah, that's my room. Okay, I'm scared.
That moment when you're in line at the grocery store with your mom and she's supposed to pay, but she forgot something and she goes to get it, and then you're next, and then you have to, and you're next to pay.
Okay, I'm scared.
This prank would be pretty freaky though, right? Like, I wouldn't like that at all. But another thing they could have done with the prank though, which would have been really funny, is if they just projected like really fucking weird things on the projector, like after the dog and the mom. Like if they projected like furry TikToks. That's weird. Why are you thinking about that? Fucking weirdo. Loser.
I'm not thinking about it's broken. Oh man.
Okay, so now they're like pretending to hypnotize her so she falls asleep so she can have the reoccurring nightmare. You know, like we've heard on the street.
Do you recognize any of this?
Dr.
Dr. Warner, I'm sorry to bother you.
We're in the middle of a session.
Dr. Cameron's on the phone. It sounds urgent.
Okay, I'm sorry. I really have to take this. Can you just watch the screen? If you see anything, just remember so you can tell me. Just watch the screen, okay?
Uh-oh, she's alone.
Great! She's buying it. Time to turn this dream into a nightmare.
No.
You've just been taken in by the prank patrol.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man. That's so fucking traumatizing, man. That's so scary. If I was that kid, I'm dead. I'd have a fucking heart attack. Dude, I got you so good. It was just a prank, dude. Oh man. And that's for pretending to be the guy I like that one time on the phone. Loser. Oh, are you okay? Oh my god. She's dead. Damn. Rest in peace. So there's Prank Patrol. There's an episode of Prank Patrol. So when I was scripting this video, I watched a lot of episodes of this show, and I don't know if it's nostalgia or anything, it probably is, but like I genuinely enjoyed watching these. Like the episodes are a little cringy, but it's a prank show for kids, so what do you expect, right? And this is weird because like usually when I make a video, it's about something that is like bad. So I usually end with saying like why it's bad and how it and why it should stop. And that's kind of the intention I went into when I was scripting the video, but when I started watching it, I was like, I stopped looking for things to make fun of and I just started like genuinely enjoying the episodes. Like obviously I poked fun at it, obviously because that's fun and I like to do that, but it's a good show. It's like a really fun show to watch. I just think it's like really innocent and it's fun. And I remember loving it so much when I was a kid. And you know what? I also like watching it as an adult. Okay? And it's reminded me of the golden age of pranks. Okay? What I'm trying to say, okay? What I'm really trying to say is I love pee-pee. Yum yum, gimme that pee-pee. That yummy yummy pee-pee. Well, that was fun, right? That was a fun video. And you know what else is fun? Making yummy food and then eating yummy food. That's right, baby. It's time to hear about today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Take it away, Ad Curtis. Thanks, Rad Curtis. Hi, I'm Ad Curtis. Let's talk about HelloFresh. Now, I've worked with HelloFresh a few times in the past, and I'm very excited to be working with them again. What's HelloFresh, you ask? Well, that's a very good question. HelloFresh makes conquering the kitchen a reality with deliciously simple recipes. HelloFresh sends you fresh, pre-measured ingredients and easy-to-follow 6-step pictured recipe cards every week right to your door in a special insulated box. So you can spend less time meal planning and grocery shopping and get that time back to do more of what you love, even if that is pranking your best friend. All meals come together in 30 minutes max, call for less than 2 pots and pans, and require minimal cleanup. There are 3 plans to choose from, classic, veggie, and family, with the option to switch plans whenever you want. I'm like a pretty lazy guy, and I used to waste so much money on like delivery, takeout, stuff like that. But ever since I started eating HelloFresh, like I don't feel like I'm wasting money anymore, and it's a really good feeling. And folks, what I'm about to tell you isn't a prank, okay? It's very real. HelloFresh is now from $6.99 per serving. Yeah, dude. And if you thought that was awesome, buckle in for this. You can get started with 8 free meals. That's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. All you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code CurtisTown80 to experience America's #1 meal kit for yourself. And you'll be supporting me and my channel. So yeah, click the link in the description. Thanks so much. Take it away, Rad Curtis. Thanks, Ad Curtis. That looks delicious, by the way. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button. 1 like equals 1 tiny beanie brim. And we all love those, don't we? They're so fun. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you want to see more videos of me talking about old Canadian television shows because I have the most fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you haven't seen my other ones, I've done 2 more of these in the past. I'll leave them in the description, or I'll leave cards on the fucking video, however that works. I'm good at YouTube. Yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, check out the description, my Instagram, my Twitter. You can also find the links to my podcast, my weekly podcast. Very, really good. It's so much fun. There's like 60 episodes, but you can hop in anywhere. I just talk about random shit, and it's a good time. It's available on Spotify and iTunes, and you can listen for free, dude. It's the best. Also in the description, you can find links to Kurtis Town merch. This is the newest one that came out. It's the 1 milli merch. It's pretty fucking rad, dude. And again, the links to tickets for the Danny and Drew tour will be there. So yeah, check that out as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go surgically attach a whoopee cushion to my butt. Bye-bye. Hey, don't click on anything on the screen right now. I pranked you. You should do that. Please.
Hi, sorry, really quick before the video starts, got a few things to go over. First off, Dallas, Texas. My show on November 20th at Majestic Theater sold out very quickly, so we added another show. So click the link in my description and grab a ticket before they're gone forever. And speaking of doing something before it's gone forever, the ocean is dying. And that's why there is a fundraiser attached to this video to save the ocean. As of today, Mr. Beast and Mark Rober have launched Team Seas, and for every $1 that is donated, they will remove 1 pound of trash from the ocean. They're trying to raise $30 million, which would take 30 million pounds of trash out of the ocean. So if you're able to donate, please donate what you can. That'd be great. All right, now hopefully Mr. Beast will stop DMing me, telling me how much he loves me. It's honestly, it's embarrassing, man. Okay, stop it. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the video. Sorry guys. Okay, ghosts? Yep, it's that time of year again. Halloween. Funny enough, that's also what I say every time I go pee. Halloween. Halloween is the one day a year where it's socially acceptable to just knock on a stranger's door and demand that they give you a little kiss. Aww. On the lips. And I imagine that trick-or-treating is gonna be weird, you know, because of like COVID and stuff. So this year, I'm doing something different. To avoid strangers ringing my doorbell, making me sick, or vice versa, I'm gonna put 1 single lollipop on my porch. It's gonna be propped up in a nice stand, and all the neighborhood kids can come by, take a single lick, and then go. Unfortunately, I'm too old to go trick-or-treating now. So the way that I like to celebrate Halloween is with a horror movie. I love horror movies. They're so much fun. Midsommar is one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years. I loved watching Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark growing up. And even though watching 13 Ghosts with my older sisters when I was 7 years old made me cry for like 4 years, I still love horror movies to this day. There's just something so fun about like watching something that you know is gonna ruin the next little bit of your life. I'm sure that's why you watch my videos. So to celebrate Halloween and the beauty of horror movies, I figured we should watch one. And the horror movie that we are watching today is called Dear Evan Hansen.
You need to leave.
I'm joking. I haven't seen the movie. I'm sure it's fine. The actual movie that we're going to be watching today is called Goblin. And I never even heard of this movie until I tweeted asking you guys to send me some bad/weird scary movies for me to watch on my channel. So shout out Jesse for sending this movie to me, because I watched the entire thing and
whoa,
it's a movie. It's definitely a movie. And dude, the ending of this movie is, no exaggeration, one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. It's like up there with the goat story ending. I know, bold claim, but trust me, okay? You're gonna want to stick around for that. So Goblin came out in 2020. It didn't come out in theaters, but it came out. It came out somewhere. I don't know where, but it came out. And here's the synopsis. A young woman fights to protect her son from her abusive new husband and a ferocious creature lurking in the shadows. Jeez, I wonder if the ferocious creature is a goblin. That would be pretty funny if the movie was called Goblin, but like the ferocious creature in question was like a great white shark. Okay, enough of me talking. I'm gonna be talking throughout the whole video, but let's watch the movie. So the movie starts off with a neighborhood couple walking their dog Schnoopsy around the block. And right off the bat, we already get some god-awful audio.
And you're gonna eat some of my Weight Watcher meals with me.
Huh? The fuck did you just say? It's fucking, is Josh Richards holding the boom mic for this movie? And then we hear the dog Snoopsy scream and growl off camera, and then it disappears into a bush somewhere. So yeah, something kind of weird's going on. And this next scene is where we meet the main characters of this movie. We've got Sarah, she's the mom, and her son, Sam, and their dog Pistol. So Sarah's ex-husband, Sam's real dad, was in the military, and he died. Now they're moving into a new house with Sarah's new husband, Danny, and Danny's son, who's aptly named Danny Jr. And let me tell you, Danny Jr. is a piece of shit. Danny Jr. is basically what every boomer thinks of when they think of like a typical teenage boy. He's always listening to heavy metal, he's rude, and he wears shorts with black socks. He's a nightmare. One might even call him a little fucking brat.
Little fucking brat.
See what I mean? So later that night, they're all having Chinese food, but they forgot Danny Jr.'s Beijing beef.
Where the hell's my Beijing beef?
Even though those are all closed containers with no labels or writing on any of them, so there's no real way to know if your Beijing beef is there or not. But still.
What the fuck?
And I know what you're thinking, okay? I know. But I'm not about to make fun of a child's acting, okay? I'm better than that. Like, I know this kid is a kid and all, but wow, he cannot act. Even if it is some of the worst line delivery I've ever seen in any movie ever.
We've got to go.
What?
Are you coming or not?
I've gotta eat.
I would never compare his acting skills to like a 9th grader in drama class who's only in drama class because the woodworking class was full. I'm better than that. And I'm better than him, okay? I am. Imagine that's why I'm making this video. I like auditioned to be Danny Jr. and I didn't get the part. But this is payback. This is why I started my YouTube channel. To get back at the director.
What the fuck?
But anyways, the doorbell rings and it's their neighbor across the street. And his name is Elias.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
He's a sweet old man, and he's actually going to be very important later in the movie, so remember him, okay? Even though it's hard to forget him because there's literally like 5 characters in this whole movie, so I think you're good. If at any point you're like, wait, who is that? I don't know. Go see a doctor. Okay, I want to take like a little break from talking about the plot thus far, and I want to talk about other things in the movie that really pissed me off. You know how movies have like music, you know, they play music to go along with the feel, the emotions that they're portraying in a particular scene, you know what I mean? You know, basic shit. They play this same song through the entire movie, and I'm not exaggerating. You know, the shitty thing is, I don't even think it's a song, really. It's just a collection of weird sounds, and it happens over and over again throughout the entire movie, and I'm not fucking joking. It's just this the whole time. No matter what scene is happening, no matter what's going on, there's those noises. Obviously, they're trying to do what like successful horror movie makers do, where they'll use sound to like make the audience feel a little uncomfortable and scared and like, you know, a little bit worried about what's gonna happen. But like, hey man, you can use more than one track. You know, you're not a train, you're a movie. I mean, like, I'd like to think whoever edited this, like, had a good reason, like, why they did what they did. All right, now we just need to add music, and this movie will be all done. Maybe I will meet that midnight deadline after all. Dude, huge party at Daryl's tonight. You in? And you know I'd love to, but I have a deadline, and I just don't think I can make it tonight, man. Dude, you're always working. Live a little. I can't. If I go to the party, the movie won't get done, and it'll be released in an unfinished state, and some super chill YouTuber will make fun of it. Okay, whatever. You know what? Coming to Daryl's after all. So later that night, Sarah can't sleep, so she goes downstairs to make some tea when she hears a scary noise. And folks, this is our first sighting of the goblin.
Oh, God! No!
That
Oh, God!
literally sounded like it was in response to how bad the CGI is in this movie, dude. Sure, that would be scary, obviously, if that happened, but like, what was the goblin trying to do here? You know? I'm asking the real questions on this channel. What was the goblin trying to do? Like, it wasn't trying to get into the house or anything, right? You know what I mean? Like, he's just placing his hand on the window for no reason. Maybe goblins like windows. Ever think of that? And I think that's true, okay? You ever met a PC gamer? They love windows. And they're fucking goblins. They're straight up goblins. Makes sense. Hope you guys are doing okay after that really scary scene, but we're gonna keep going. So after this goblin sighting, Sarah's pretty shook up for good reason.
Oh, God.
But Danny comes to the rescue and just gaslights her to make her feel better. And it works like a charm.
We're in a new place. Strange noises you're not used to.
No.
And charms don't work, so it doesn't work.
Whatever.
And then the next morning, there's some like animal control officers just absolutely raw dogging some evidence. And they're there because there's some reports of some wild animal who's going around eating the neighborhood dogs. But we all know what it is.
Oh, God.
Goblin. I know what you are. Say it.
Goblin.
While all this is going on, Sarah tells Elias what she saw last night.
Something was definitely here last night.
She said 5 minutes.
I can't talk to anyone right now. These kids are late for school.
Fuck, man. This editing is making me sick. That's coming from me. But anyways, before Sarah takes the kids to school, Sam says something to Elias, and that really scares him.
Did you see something too, young man?
Yeah, a green man.
What were you talking to that nice man about?
Just a green man.
Shrek. That would be pretty crazy. The whole movie went by and you didn't see the green man. And at the very end of the movie, it just turns out to be Shrek the whole time. They just they just steal the IP from DreamWorks.
Onions have layers. Have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, it's not Shrek. Sorry. It's the Hulk. So Sarah drops Sam off at school, and the door is open in this shot, and the door is closed in the next shot. Nice. Okay, and now we cut back to Sarah talking to Danny back at their house. And the first time I watched this scene, it made me laugh so fucking hard, so I really want to share it with you guys.
Slept right through my alarm.
Normally, we don't see large predators wander this far into town. And just remember, keep your pets and small children inside until this all blows over.
Hey man, who you talking to? Sarah and Danny are having a conversation. They're already talking. And then this police officer just starts talking to just the entire neighborhood, I guess, at a pretty tame volume too. Like they turn around. They're like, oh, it's a guy's fucking talking. Okay. Like it is so funny to think about a cop trying to quietly explain something to an entire neighborhood and no one can even hear him. And she stepped on the ball. Dude, that's so funny. I know, it's so funny, man. Hey, is that cop talking to us? Yeah, I'm not sure. He's barely even talking. He's looking at us, but I can't hear him. I wonder what he's saying. Okay, let's just ignore him. Dude, look out! Hey, I tried to warn them. It's funny because cops are usually the loudest fucking people in the world.
Mind your goddamn business!
So the animal control police officer, I don't really know what they are. They tell everybody that there's a wild cougar on the loose causing trouble.
They think we might have a cougar on our hands.
A really hot older woman just eating dogs. You know how they do. So when Danny finds out about this, he for some reason is like hell-bent on killing this cougar.
There's a wild beast roaming around here, and I'm gonna kill it.
I don't know why, but he goes and picks up Danny Jr. and Sam from school, but he doesn't tell Sarah. While they're gone, Sarah goes over to Elias's house to talk about the scary Shrek hand that she saw last night. And you know what? Elias has got a pretty crazy theory. He shows Sarah this old book, and it shows an old drawing of a goblin terrorizing like an old village. And like, this is a little unbelievable. I can believe a goblin, I can. But what are the odds that a goblin randomly shows up in some suburban neighborhood for no reason and just starts terrorizing a family, and there just so happens to be an old goblin expert literally right across the street? Yeah, okay.
They're not that easy to find. Trust me. And maybe you're thinking like, oh, maybe he has something to do with the goblin because he knows so much about the goblin. Maybe that's a fun idea they could do something with later on in the movie. That's what I thought. Nope, just an old guy who knows shit about goblins. His character only exists in the movie to be like, it's a goblin.
Goblin.
So Sarah goes to pick Sam up from school. She finds out that Danny picked him up from school and she's pissed off.
Wait, who?
But fuck all that. There's a scene here that also made me laugh really hard. And I want to show it to you guys.
Good day.
Hey, you've reached Danny. I can't come to the phone right now. Leave a message.
Excuse me. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, I think she has a minute, dude. You were just talking to her. The human-to-human interactions in this movie are so insane. All right, thanks for talking to me. I gotta go. Bye. Yeah, thanks for talking. I'll be right here. Hey, you got time to talk? So since Sarah had a minute, she goes into Sam's classroom to talk with the teacher because she thinks there's something wrong with like Sam's home life because of a drawing that he did in class. Which I feel like is a pretty common trope in horror movies. Like kids are always just drawing shit and it's like a main plot point for some reason. Like kids are weird, man. They draw fucked up shit sometimes. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. Well, I mean, there is something wrong in this case because there's a goblin rubbing their windows, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, look at this drawing that the teacher is so worried about.
We don't like to pry, but is everything okay at home?
I'm sorry, I just remembered something. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry, we don't like to pry, but is there a scary little goblin trying to eat your dog? I know it's none of my business. Like, that's just like a regular thing a kid would draw, you know? I drew way more fucked up shit than that. Dude, wait until this teacher finds out about Hangman. Her fucking head's gonna explode. All right, so this is the first scene where we get the full view of the goblin. So Sam is in the backyard when Pistol smells something in the garden, and we keep cutting to this infrared view from the bushes, so something is clearly watching them. Let's see what it is. He's doing the Debbie Ryan smile. No. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
I want you to tell me about the Green Man.
Nobody likes him, but he's our friend.
This is another trope in horror movies that I've never understood. There'll be like some monster or a demon or a ghost, and the kid in the movie is always like, it's my best friend. That's just my friend, Samantha. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding? No, never happened. I'll preface this by saying that when I was a kid, I was scared of literally everything. But if I was 8 years old and I saw a chubby goblin in my backyard, I'd go, okay. And I'd walk to the nearest bridge and jump off of it. Because fuck that. That's so scary. So later that night, Danny and Danny Jr. come home with a cougar that they killed. But Sarah is not impressed.
A little gratitude?
So they leave the dead cougar hung up in the backyard overnight, and big surprise, the next morning, it's gone. Goblin ate the cougar. And that, for some reason, causes Danny to lose his mind, because now he thinks there's a bear on the loose, so he hatches a plan to go and kill the bear.
This bear is mine.
And I just have one question about that. Does anybody have a job in this movie? You guys just moved into a new house together? Get jobs. I don't mean to sound like a capitalist cuck in this horror review, but get a job. You can go out and make some money and also stay away from the goblin in your backyard. Two great things at once, you know? But instead of killing two birds with one stone, they kill one cougar with a gun.
A little gratitude?
I don't know. Guys, we're getting close to the end, so just bear with me here. Bear with me, because he thinks there's a bear. So, Danny Jr., he's chilling in his room when he hears a noise outside. So, let's see what happens. Oh, there's 69 in it. Well, yep. Danny Jr.'s dead.
I've gotta eat.
Okay, I don't know how I didn't notice this when I was scripting, but Elias just witnessed a murder. So you'd think he'd go over to Sarah's and like tell her what he just saw, right? He doesn't do that.
You must leave now. It is here.
And also for the rest of the movie, Danny Jr. just isn't mentioned. Like his dad doesn't mourn his death or anything. It's just business as usual. I mean, I don't want to say things would have gone differently if I was cast in the role, but we'll never know. Back to the video.
Then there's another really funny scene where the police officers stop by the house to tell Danny that they found Schnoopsy's dog tag in a big pile of shit, like close to the neighborhood. So all we really know about this goblin is that it shits a bunch. So cool. It's also weird that the officers are telling Danny. Shouldn't you tell the owners of the dog, right? These guys are so bad at their job, dude. No gloves, quietly speaking to nobody and giving bad news to the wrong person? Or do you think they're going like door to door because they're like proud of the job that they did, right? Hey, your dog's dead. But look what we found. Why are you crying? This is good for me. All right, guys, it's time for the big finale. Are you ready? So Elias tries to burn the house down to cleanse it of the beast.
We must cleanse this place of the beast.
And Sarah hardly puts up a fight to that idea.
Elias, stop! My son is asleep in there.
I'm a slow, fragile, weak old man, and I'm gonna burn your house down. No, don't! My son's in there! I'm gonna do it. Here I go. I can't stop him! But don't worry, guys, he doesn't actually burn the house down because the goblin eats him. So it's all good. Then Sarah realizes she has to leave everything behind. She has to leave Danny. So she grabs Sam and Pistol and they go to escape. But as she tries to escape, Danny catches them. If only there was somebody who could save the day. Yay, it's the ugly little backyard shit goblin.
I've gotta eat.
So yeah, Goblin eats Danny. I also love that Danny's reaction to the Goblin is like the most believable thing in this entire movie. And one more thing, I'll have what he's having. You thought that was crazy? Gets crazier. So 9 months later, the music is still playing. Sarah and Sam get home and Sarah fills up 2 big bowls of food. She gives one to Pistol, then she walks out into her backyard that's absolutely caked in goblin shit, which is just like, damn bitch, you live like this? And then she sets the food down for the backyard poop goblin. And I'm just gonna play the ending for you guys.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
Did she fuck the goblin? Is that what they're implying? I'm so confused. Like, I'm sure it could be Danny's kid, right? But like, that's not like a crazy twist that she's pregnant with her husband's kid, right? So it makes me think that it's the goblin's kid. I genuinely think that Sarah got knocked up by this chubby little goblin. I guess Sarah was gobbling those nuts, I guess, which is just typical, you know? You versus the goblin she told you not to worry about, you know? All right, well, that's Goblin. That is the movie Goblin. No post-credit scene, unfortunately, so we can only hope for a Goblin 2. Maybe that one could be like a romantic comedy type thing where it revolves around Sarah and the Goblin, you know, trying to raise their Goblin Jr. in a world that doesn't really like goblins that much. You know, it could be really funny, and Goblin Jr. could be voiced by Chris Pratt, and Goblin's gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt, and Sarah's gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt, and Sam's gonna be voiced by Chris Pratt. Damn, the first time I watched Goblin, I watched it on my phone, on my couch, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was done watching it, I wanted to throw my phone against the wall. I didn't, obviously, but I know if I did, I'd be okay, because I got Rhino Shield on my side. Pretty impressive, right? Rhino Shield makes not only extremely protective
but also super sleek and stylish cases with tons of awesome designs and customization options. They have several different styles of cases, like the modular NX case, which features a changeable backplate. There's the classic solid suit case, which is the one that I use on my phone literally every single day. I love it. It's literally the best phone case I've ever had in my life. And also, all of the cases have changeable buttons to suit your style. And on top of all the original designs you can choose on the website, you can also design your own case with your own photos and text. Or you can choose from their exclusive collaborations like the NBA, NASA, PewDiePie, League of Legends, Pac-Man, and many other big names. I feel like when it comes to phone cases, you usually have to choose between looks or protection. Like, you can never have both. But with Rhino Shield, you can literally have both at the same time. And phones are expensive, man. You want to make sure that they're good, they're steady, they're not gonna break, you know? And Rhino Shield has the best cases out there, dude. I've been using this case every day for like months now, and I just love how clean and simple it looks, and it also gives me peace of mind, like if I would ever drop it, because, you know, I'm a silly little goofball sometimes, you know? And when you pair a Rhino Shield case with their 3D impact screen protector, you'll never have to worry about breaking your phone ever again. And if you're still not on board, listen up. Rhino Shield ships worldwide, and they also offer free shipping for qualified orders. They have a lifetime replacement warranty for their cases, so that means free phone case replacements, and Rhino Shield cases are available for all iPhones, including the new models, and a lot of Android flagship devices as well. Heck, they even got Apple Watch and AirPod accessories too. And you know what? It gets better, because Rhino Shield is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with a great deal. If you just click the link in the description and use the discount code Kurtis, you can get 20% off your order within the first week of this video's upload date. And after the first week, the discount drops to 10%. So you gotta be quick if you want the sweetest deal. So again, click the link in my description and use code Kurtis to get an amazing deal on an awesome phone case. And it also helps me out a bunch when you check out the sponsors, so everybody wins, man. All right, thank you to Rhino Shield for sponsoring this video. Back to me. All right, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please press the like button, because believe it or not, one like equals one pile of goblin shit that I will mail to you. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. I mean, your guys' comments are always way funnier than, and you guys always pick up on things that I don't in these. So I look forward to reading them. So yeah, leave a comment. I will say I left out some parts of like Danny being like actually abusive, because I didn't want to like include that in this video, because I just wanted to like goof around and have fun. So I do think this movie was trying something. It was trying to like have the goblin be a metaphor for like an abusive relationship. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's just for if you watch the movie and you like see all these scenes I didn't include. That's why. But yeah, press the subscribe button if you want, because I make a video all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the other things I do. My Instagram, my Twitter, my gaming channel, my Twitch, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. Patreon for that podcast. We got weekly bonus episodes over there. It's great. We got a Kurtis Conner Shorts channel now, dude. We're doing so much. But yeah, appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And happy Halloween! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, how are you? And if you're coming back, hello, how are you? It's good to see you again. See what happens when you subscribe? You get a whole other greeting. Press subscribe button for an extra greeting. Well, don't I fucking need a haircut? Jesus Christ. Jesus, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Today, we've got a video. And this isn't just any video, okay? This is monumental, really. So I got Instagram, you know? I'm on there sometimes, and I see these people that are trying really hard to be funny, and they call themselves Instagram comedians. Dude, like, still, it's crazy how, like, no one has talked about these people before, but I think it's time that we address this and really just get to the bottom of it and just, you know what, just see what they're all about. Sarcasm. Wow, good joke, dude. I don't know why these Instagram comedians keep making these videos, you know? And there's only so much you can do with that format. A guy cheated on girlfriend, but you gotta like make sure your girl doesn't find out. Adultery. LOL. No, that's fucking fun. Wait. Oh wait, you can't be trusted and you're not loyal? LOL, my guy. Why does adultery sound like a soft rock band? Thank you, we've been adultery. Cheat on your wives. They're English for some reason. But folks,
We got... Ow. Dude, why did that hurt so much? I got the thinnest hands ever. Wow, skinny legends these are. Someone sent me this Instagram account, and folks, we're in for a goddamn ride. Hey, I can't tell if this Instagram account is an Instagram account or a gosh dang roller coaster, dude. Because every time I'm on it, I'm like, okay, well, this is a ride, isn't it? Because that's what you say when you're on a roller coaster. You don't scream or have fun. You just say, well, this is a ride. Okay, so their name is Tracka Bang Bang. Public figure, obviously. Director, action director. Pretty redundant. Just say director. Chef, food chef. Currently in Los Angeles, YouTube. Just put director, LA, YouTube. There you go. You know, simplifying fractions? I'm simplifying bios, baby. I'm a mathematician now. We're gonna go through his page, because it's really something else, but I want to show you the video that I first saw from Jordan Tracka, and it's fucking crazy. So let's give it a watch.
Thank you so much. I had a great time.
You come anytime.
Thank you. Let's go. I love her so much, babe. Don't you think that she's so beautiful?
Okay, that's a trap, so...
The classic catch-22, you know? You know when your girl is like, isn't that girl beautiful? And you're like...
My girlfriend is setting me up in a trap, dude. Because our relationship is a constant battle between us. And we don't get along, so we do this to get at each other. See, and so we can always one-up each other because we're both unhappy, and that's the only way we can communicate with each other.
LOL. Imagine I say no.
She's like my sister. You're saying that she's ugly?
Sorry if I say yes.
Oh, I know that you like her. You wanna cheat on me with her, huh?
Nah, it's not gonna work out.
Hey, so?
Sorry, I had
to. Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. So this is the premise. Two girls, the one girl was a friend. The girlfriend's like, hey, isn't she nice, pretty? And he's like, no matter what I say, my girlfriend is gonna abuse me, so I'm gonna kill her. And not only kill her, but tie her up, put her in the back of a trunk, and explode the car. And not only that, but put on sunglasses as you're walking away and with a beat drop. When people put on sunglasses and walk away from an explosion, it's to be like, yeah, I fucking finally did it. It's crazy, it's done. What a cool fight that was. But all that happened was your girlfriend asked your opinion on someone, so you blew her up, dude.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They blow things up and then walk away.
So that's who we're looking at today. I'm very curious to see what people are commenting on this. I'm gonna hope that it's, hey, this is crazy. This is uh-oh. This is a big uh-oh, buddy. Happened all the time with me. You know, I'm married. Ugh, married life, you know? Nothing like hit and detonate on your bae. Date night? More like detonate night. That was a stupid joke, sorry. Just such a fucking weird premise. Like, first off, the whole premise is hack. It's been done fucking millions of times by these Instagram comedians or fucking action directors or whatever they are. And then second of all, what you did with the punchline, it's just downright scary and murderous. Okay, so this one is called Stereotypical Breakup Issues. Asian girl is the best cry face emoji. First off, let's take a look at this thumbnail. Holy shit. The time for subtlety is just fucking out the door. We're done that. I'm an action director. Here's an ass. Fucking top-notch dude breaking up over text, you know?
How did you do this to me? I can't believe you just broke up with me. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
First off, I want to say, that fucking girl is Nicole Arbor, so we all remember her. The one who was like, hey, fat people they should fucking die.
Dear fat people. What are you gonna do, fat people? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna chase me?
Remember that? That's her. Now she's in Instagram comedy.
Fat people parking spot should be at the back of the mall parking lot.
It's funny how the world works. And then the rest is just, you know, just fucking it's just blatant racism, you know?
I don't speak Spanish.
You gonna break up with me? With your little tic-tac dick.
The Spanish girl is, you know, yelling in Spanish and stuff. The black girl is yelling at him and stuff. Because, you know, these, you know, girls are just crazy, you know? Like, relax. All I did was break up with you over text message, dude.
I swear to my mom that you'll never, ever find a girl
like mine, who could twerk like this.
I'm gonna take this ass with me. I'm gonna take it to somebody that appreciates it, that knows what to do with it.
That has never happened in the history of breakups. You break up with someone, and then they're like, well, you're gonna miss this ass, and then you twerk for them? He says in the caption, Asian girl is the best. Let's wait for that one.
Are you sure you want to break up?
Yeah.
나는 널 죽일 만큼 사랑해.
What the fuck was that? Once you go Asian, it's a no exit situation. Was he trying to rhyme? That doesn't really even rhyme, really. Still doesn't make it okay, even if it did rhyme. What the fuck was that? What was that? Hey, what the fuck did I just watch? I usually have something to say about everything I see, but I'm baffled by that. Let's go in the comments and see what people are saying about this awesome video. Get it, girl, that's how you do it. Yes, fucking poison your boyfriend. Fucking commit murder. Yes. Slay, literally. Slay him. This is a good one. I really don't like this account. Fucking you and me both, dude. Next video is called How to Keep Your Girlfriend in Love. That's a classic problem everybody has. And, you know, the first thing you should do is go to an Instagram comedian to find out how. Okay, hold on, real quick. If you want to keep your girlfriend in love, you probably shouldn't be wearing a fucking Majora's Mask fitted cap, dude. It's a great video game, but fucking not on a hat, dude.
Est-ce que tu me trouves mignonne?
Non.
Mais t'as envie d'être avec moi?
Non.
Mais tu m'aimes bien?
Non, non.
Et si je partais, est-ce que tu pleurais?
Je te trouve pas mignonne. Je te trouve magnifique. J'ai pas envie d'être avec toi. J'ai besoin d'être avec toi. Je t'aime pas bien. Je t'aime comme un fou. Et si tu pars, je pleurerai pas. Je mourrai.
That's how you keep your girlfriend in love. You mislead her and make her very sad. So sad that she needs to leave, and then you're like,
No. What I said before, it was like, I was saying it because I love you so much. You get it?
you know, I could have just said, yeah, I love you. It's great. You're amazing. But nah, wanted to make you sad for a sec. Bang, bang. Alright, let's take a look at one more, because that's probably all I can take before I start shoving my head through this wall behind me. So, let's just take a look at this one.
Babe, I'm hungry. Can you make me a sandwich?
Okay, don't panic.
Okay, so she comes in asking for a sandwich because she's hungry. And it goes into the classic dilemma situation that we've seen before where he doesn't know what to do. Let's see what he picks.
What is the worst that could happen if I make a sandwich?
What's the worst that could happen if I made my girlfriend a sandwich? This is like really concerning. Do I do something for my girlfriend? Nah. No, that's crazy. What the fuck?
What?
I knew he was gonna do it! What do you wear, rompers, bro? Bro, man up! I bet he sits down when he pees.
Dude, I fucking told you, dude. He is a good boyfriend. I fucking told you. What a piece of shit. I bet he sits down when he pees. Implying that he has a vagina, dude. Because he's a woman. Only women are nice. Boys are mean. Give me a man to punch. You're lying to yourself if you've never sat down to pee. Dude, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I don't want to fucking stand up and pee. Dude, I'll fucking pop a squat. Especially if you're pooping, dude. Are you gonna poop, finish your poo, stand up, turn around and pee, and be like, yep, this is what men do. If peeing while pooping makes me a girl, well then call me Jessica. Alright.
No?
No? Now you wanna act tough in front of your friends. Do they know that you buy all my tampons?
So embarrassing. He buys all her tampons, dude. That must mean he has a period, dude. That's so embarrassing to buy something for your girlfriend that she needs because of nature, dude. Whoa.
So,
Obviously, when asked if he can make a sandwich for his girlfriend, he beat the shit out of his friends and his girlfriend. Classic, dude. Hey, babe, can you run to the store for me and get me some cough medicine? I'm sick. Yeah, I just gotta go fight my friend first, and then ultimately you, and then not get your medicine because I don't sit down when I pee. I don't. All right? Who wants to fucking fight? That's this guy's answer to everything. If you have a crazy dilemma, which isn't that crazy, could have just fucking made her a sandwich. But hey, if you have any sort of dilemma where your fragile masculinity could be compromised, you either kick the shit out of your friends or detonate your bae. Okay, I know so many people have made videos about Instagram comedians. I don't think that should ever stop, okay? Until they're done making that bullshit on there, this needs to keep happening, okay? People need to be calling this shit out because it's bad. It's so bad. And you realize how, like, that guy, like, the man, the fucking man, dude. He's always in the right, no matter what in the video. He's always right, and the girls are always hysterical, crazy. Even when he's blowing him, like, a girl up, he's like, I'm fucking cool, dude. Check out my fucking sunglasses, dude. And then people laughing at that shit, and they're like,
yeah, dude, girls are crazy, dude. Like, guys are always right.
It's subconscious, but if people keep seeing shit like that, it's gonna affect the way they see relationships. And it's not a good way to go about relationships. If your girlfriend wants a sandwich, you make her a sandwich, dude. And then she'll make you a sandwich. And then she'll be like, hey, this is for the time you made me one. Because, you know, you love each other. I don't know, man. It's just fucking, it's weird, lazy, it's hack, it's stupid. And this guy obviously has some video making expertise. You have all this money to spend on equipment and stuff. Spend that money on anger management classes, relationship counseling, and hire like a comedy writer who knows how to just write a joke. One that doesn't end with, you know, exploding a woman. Just a thought. I mean, what do I know? I probably fucking sit down when I pee. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Leave a comment if you want to see some more explosive videos like this one. And press the like button if you enjoyed it. And also, don't forget to press the subscribe button, dude. You can't forget about that one. You get an extra greeting with every video if you subscribe, so that's pretty amazing. And I make videos every week, and they're just the most fun, dude. Also, check the description for all my stuff, my Patreon, my podcast, my Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. It's all in the description, so check it out if you would want to see more content from me. Other than that, keep it real, and never make a sandwich for your girlfriend. See ya. Fuck yeah. Bang bang. Alright, see ya. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to see more from me, just click on some videos on the screen there, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. Alright, peace out. Hopefully I'll see you around.
I don't know if I can do this. In all my years of subjecting myself to terrible movies, this might be the first time where I just quit. I can't do this. Folks, I think being a YouTuber is like the best job for a creative person. You make your own hours, you can create pretty much whatever you want without some like higher ups or corporate bigwigs telling you what to do. And you can make a pretty good amount of money in the process. The cool thing about YouTube is that it gives people the opportunity to branch out and start these other business ventures like chocolate bars, coffee beans, pizza restaurants, hard seltzers. Most of the YouTuber projects are food-based for some reason. The only YouTuber that should be putting out food products is the annoying orange. Okay, you should be able to buy some of his juice. But in my head, I think the obvious career progression for a YouTuber is to become a filmmaker. Bo Burnham made 8th Grade. Logan Paul made that movie about his hair. Fred made Fred the movie, and they were all equally successful. And today we're going to be taking a look at a full-length animated film called Our Drawings, made by a YouTuber named Kalobi Productions. This YouTuber usually makes commentary videos about animated films, like this one for example, called Strict Rules Riley Has to Follow in Inside Out. You know, secret rules like eating her vegetables.
One concerning rule is that Riley must eat vegetables. The father takes a scoop of broccoli and puts it in front of his daughter.
No,
giving her no freedom to eat what she wants. What is the point of feeding your children food that they don't want to eat?
Yeah, somebody calls CPS on this dad. Feeding his daughter veggies? What the fuck has this world come to? Send him to jail, beat the shit out of him, turn him into a vegetable, okay? But I guess the real thing Kolobi is passionate about is filmmaking. So he created a film of his own and released it on his YouTube channel. And I know I've said this in the past, as I am no stranger to hyperbole, but this is the worst movie I have ever seen in my life. Literally no question. But before we dive into it, let's read the description. Ever wish to see your drawings come to life? An adventurous woman named Paige Foster has the ability to travel inside of her art. In her drawing, she can become whatever she desires. Her sidekick is a beatboxing puppy. Paige Foster is the princess of the drawing world, okay? However, a mysterious unknown man has snuck into her drawings. 6 years ago, I got really bored and decided to create a family movie. So here it is. My passion project has been completed. This is an animated movie. I'm glad he put that in there because the animation is it's really high quality, so sometimes I couldn't even tell if it was real life, so. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay. I believe I am on the level of Disney and DreamWorks. Fun facts about my film. 1. This took 6 years to complete with no outside funding. 2. The movie was created almost entirely in Blender. Yeah, you should have fucking put it in a Blender too. Okay, sorry. 3. Less than 10 people donated to me because they had little faith that I could create a movie on my own. 4. The animation was made by 2 people. The whole movie? Yes, the whole movie. Wow. All right, so now you know what it's about. You know the rough backstory, so now it's time to buckle up, and I'm sorry in advance. So the movie opens on a little British girl narrating some things about her life.
My wish was granted. The one thing I wished for in my life actually came true.
It takes her a little bit to actually reveal what that wish was, but she gets there eventually.
Oh, and by the way, I wish to see my drawings come to life, and they have.
Okay, so we're less than a minute into the movie, and I'm already confused, because she said she only wished for one thing in her whole life, and that was for her drawings to come to life. And then literally 10 seconds later, she says that her one wish was to get back on her feet, because, spoiler alert, she was in a wheelchair.
I used my wish to get back on my feet. I wish to see my drawings come to life.
So fucking which was it? Which one was it? You draw yourself new legs? What the fuck happened? We never get the answer to that question, unfortunately, but Paige's narration ends in probably the funniest way imaginable.
Oh, and before I go, I lost my lovely accent once I grew up and moved countries.
Okay, dude. So obviously, Kolobi, hired a little British girl to do the young Paige voice. But I guess he already had the dialogue done for adult Paige, who has an American accent in the movie.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see your drawings come to life?
So afterwards, he had to add that line about young Paige losing her accent when she grew up. What the fuck? Just don't hire a British person. That's rule number 1. But seriously, don't hire a British voice actor to do the kid version of an adult who is an American. What the fuck?
It's crazy, mate. Just crazy.
Yes, it is. We now cut to present day Paige, and she's giving another voiceover explaining her superpowers. She goes on to say that she has a supernatural pencil, so when she draws characters and worlds, she can teleport into the drawing and go on adventures with all these fucked up looking creatures.
I've been drawing ever since I was a kid.
And then after the 2 back-to-back narrations explaining the premise of this film, we get a 3rd fucking narration describing the premise of this film.
This woman can draw. She is an artist with a supernatural ability. Basically, whatever she draws comes to life.
And dude, one of the main problems in this film is the constant reusing of the same scenes over and over and over again throughout the entire film. The scene of Paige running and also flying through a cityscape on a killer whale are just 2 of the shots that are used relentlessly throughout this film.
Wouldn't believe the quest she has completed.
The writing is also really just fucking weird and disjointed. They'll be on the verge of explaining how something works and then they'll just say a random phrase or a half joke. It's really strange.
Whatever you draw is the law, baby.
We then got to a scene that I think takes place in the recent past. It features Paige going on an adventure to defeat an evil wizard. And this is when we get our first glimpse into the questionable voice acting in this movie.
I will destroy you, Paige Foster. You will not win this battle. I'll teach you a lesson. Watch this. What the flap? Why isn't this drawing coming to life?
I think whoever did the voice for this wizard was told to do their absolute worst impression of Eric Cartman. That's the only logical explanation, I think.
It's because your drawing isn't good enough for the magic to work. Just give up, wizard.
Are you from Ohio or something?
I don't know if I can do this. I'm only fucking 2 minutes into this movie, dude. I think I might be dead. I might actually die by the end of this video.
Are you from Ohio or something?
Like, can we not put internet terminology into animated movies, please? Let's keep those separate. That's a slippery slope, all right? If we keep doing that, in a couple years, they're gonna make fucking Flushed Away 2, Down the Skibbity Toilet. In Toy Story 5, Buzz Lightyear's gonna be like, to Ohio!
And beyond!
Okay, and this next part doesn't make any fucking sense either, because the wizard traces one of Paige's drawings of shackles, which causes them to materialize and trap this random little boy who we've never seen before, and I honestly didn't even fucking know he was there. But I don't understand that, because I thought Paige was the only person who could create stuff with her drawings, because she had the magic pencil, right?
I have a supernatural pencil.
So again, I must ask, which is it? Is it her pencil? Is it her? Is it her drawings? Was it the wish she made? I have a lot of questions. I know you do as well, okay? But just stick around, because all those questions and more will go unanswered. So bald Eric Cartman goes to step on a puppy's head when Paige shows up and defeats him by doing the one thing a wizard is impervious to: a slide tackle. Also, like, now that I think about it, everything that happens in this world exists because Paige drew it, right? If Paige is drawing puppies getting their heads stomped, oh my god, I'd keep my distance, dude. Okay, I keep my distance from Paige. That's future serial killer behavior. And God, you know, I just fucking really wish this movie would just be normal for like 1 second.
K.O.
Moisty.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. So after that, you'd assume we'd finally get into the movie, right? There's been like 3 separate narrated intros describing the premise of this movie already. That's plenty, right? Well, would it surprise you if I told you that they immediately go into yet another narration?
This is the tale of an artist named Paige Foster, and it starts with Paige suffering a serious injury. However, she woke up to a new ability, granting her access to go inside of her drawings.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. First they say she made a wish back when she was British, and they said it was a magical pencil, and now they're saying she just woke up with this ability. The origin story of Paige has changed like 5 times within the first 4 minutes of this movie. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Imagine if they did that in a Spider-Man movie. How did you get your powers? I was bitten by a radioactive spider. Wow, that's amazing. An evil spider cursed me. What? You just said radioactive spider. You see, my dad was actually a spider. Okay, which one was it? I fucked the spider, okay? Impossible. How? I have a tiny dick, genius. Any other questions? Yeah, a lot, actually. Well, too bad. My girlfriend is calling me. And you know what they say about women with 8 legs? No, I don't. 4 pussies. Oh, sorry. That's okay. It's just webs. Right? Yeah. Webs. Come on, it's just webs, right? Totally just webs. Come on, there's no other bodily fluids in this, right? Sorry, I gotta go. Come on, it's just webs, right? Some of it is jizz. So weird. All right, let's get back to the movie. There's another long montage of Paige riding an orca whale through the sky, and then we get a nice, seamless transition into the actual movie.
One day, she decided to reveal her artwork to her friends at school.
I have something I want to show everyone.
Well, I got news for you. You're not the only artist. All 3 of us can actually draw.
Okay, dude. What high schooler talks like this?
Hello, teenagers. I hate homework, but I sure do love recess. We are all the same age.
Oh, this next scene is either the worst or best thing I've ever seen in a movie. I haven't decided yet. They're all talking about being artists when this happens.
Girl, we've been knowing how to draw.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
I'm the beatboxing puppy. I know you think it's funny. All the people know they love me.
Alright, maybe that evil wizard was onto something. Also, like, I want to critique the way that they kind of just jumped into the scene.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
But like, if I'm being honest, there really is no organic way to transition into this, so I almost respect them for just being like, you know what? Fuck it. Beatboxing puppy. And I think the most egregious thing about this is the fact that there's a beatboxing dog, but the dog isn't a boxer. A beatboxer. The joke is right there, man. I'm glad dogs don't beatbox in real life, though. If you see your dog beatboxing in real life, it's not.
Oh shit, he's beatboxing. Go, go, go.
Dude, he's fucking choking.
Go. Yeah, right, dude. My man never chokes.
I'm the beatboxing puppy. I know you think it's funny.
But everybody's really excited about this beatboxing puppy, especially this blonde guy.
That's cool as hell. Let's all drink to this glorious day, where a damn animal can talk. We've been getting too wasted, huh, Mickey?
Mickey, you're drinking on school property?
Okay, yeah, maybe he's a little too excited about that beatboxing puppy. I think he's an alcoholic.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
The students became aware of their exhausted art teacher. This poor man had poured his soul into his job. Just like him, many others were struggling to make ends meet in such a cutthroat economy.
What the fuck is happening, dude? If I saw my art teacher fucking slumped against some fucking lockers on the ground, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's so tired. Get him some help, dude. Oh, he works so hard. He's sleeping. Oh my gosh, he's so tired, he doesn't even have a pulse. Aww. Okay, we then cut to an animation explaining that Paige's little sister, Pillow, and yes, I said Pillow.
Paige tried to teach her sister Pillow to fall in love with art.
Apparently Pillow was jealous of Paige's drawing skills, so one day she traced a drawing that Paige did of Pillow, and since she traced herself, she was turned into a drawing, which again doesn't make any fucking sense because everything Paige draws with her pencil comes to life. So since Paige already drew a picture of Pillow, then she already would have been a drawing in the fucking drawing world. And also, Pillow didn't even fucking use the magic pencil, so what the hell?
Beatboxing puppy.
What? Oh man, I forgot what I was even complaining about. We then cut to a big confrontation between Paige and Pillow inside the drawing world. And this is when Pillow reveals something pretty crazy.
I'm a secret intern for a powerful corporation that collects data utilizing artificial intelligence. What? So you were a spy this whole time?
This is when the movie tries to comment on the debate between AI art and art made by humans.
AI will never replace human art.
Which was a nice sentiment, but like, if this is the art that humans are making, I don't know, all this AI shit is actually sounding pretty good right now, okay? Maybe we should give it a try. So there's a big fight scene between Paige, Pillow, this big Monsters Inc. looking fucker, and this ice cream sandwich guy named Kolobi, who is also the avatar for the Kolobi Productions YouTube channel. And let me tell you, his voice acting is stellar.
Baby, we're all tracers.
Shut the fluff up!
Yeah, I guess the only mic he had available was a fucking Xbox 360 headset from 2005. But hey, use what you got, you know?
So yeah, you're gay.
This is the problem with YouTubers making movies, dude. Feature films are obviously held to a much higher standard than YouTube videos. So when you hear bad audio in a movie, it's like insulting almost. So I'm saying no to YouTuber movies, okay? I'm putting my foot down. Let's keep them separate. We don't need the thumbnail pose on movie posters. I don't want to see any fucking end screens popping up on the credits. And I don't want to watch fucking Beauty and the Mr. Beast. I literally kidnapped Belle and locked her in a tower. And the only way for her to escape is to dodge all these lasers. The only thing YouTube videos and film studios have in common is the ability to integrate seamless brand integrations. Which reminds me, this video is sponsored by Air Up. Folks, if you've watched my videos for the past few months, you know I love this friggin' thing. You know I love my Air Up bottle. You've probably seen me sucking on it while I'm recording an episode of my podcast. And hell, you probably even saw me take a sip earlier in this video. Seriously though, ever since I got my Air Up bottle, I've been drinking more water like every single day. And for those of you who don't know, Air Up is an entirely new hydration experience with the magic of scent-based taste. All you have to do is fill your Air Up with water, pop on one of the many different pods. My favorite flavor is peach. You pop it on the top, pull up the pod to activate the flavor, and start drinking. And the cool thing about Air Up is it actually flavors the water through scent. Air Up essentially tricks your brain into thinking you're drinking delicious flavored water without any of the sugars or weird additives they put into actual flavored water. And if you're using your Air Up and you just want regular unflavored water, you just push the pod back down. It's that easy. I know drinking the recommended like 3.7 liters of water a day can be daunting, but with Air Up, it's never been easier. So click the link in the description to try out an entirely new hydration experience today. And trust me, I've seen the comments from people doubting Air Up, but I honestly wouldn't be promoting this to you guys if I don't use it every single day and love it. And it also helps me out when you guys check out the sponsor. So everybody wins here, man. Back to me. Back to the movie. So now Paige and her friends all lie on the floor of their high school together and go into this art trance, I guess, while their consciousness is transported into the world of Paige's drawings. I don't know how she's able to do that, but...
Beatboxing puppy.
We then cut to the main antagonist of the film, and his name is Mist. And luckily, he immediately describes his motives to Kolobi.
I need to collect powerful drawings.
Okay, so he's going around collecting artists and drawings so he can gain their power and then draw a new world that he can control.
I'm going to draw a new Earth.
Totally makes sense. There's obviously a fight scene between him and Kolobi, and it gets pretty gnarly. What the fuck is that? What the fuck did he draw? What the hell was on that paper that could make someone do that? Also, dude, this movie has really got me thinking. It's a good thing the main character of this movie isn't a teenage boy. If a teenage boy's drawings came to life, emphasis on the word came, everything in the world would be made of dick and balls. Like 100%. Okay? There wouldn't be a fucking whale, there'd be a wang. They'd be riding a dick through that cyberpunk cityscape, 100%, dude. But anyways, Mist wins the fight and says that he now owns Kolobi.
Kolobi is now my drawing.
But then immediately after, Kolobi is totally fine, and he's now warning the kids about Mist. So I don't know what that fight scene was all about. But don't worry, guys, Kolobi is there now to rally everybody together with an inspiring speech.
We need to defeat him.
I love the energy. That'll really rally the troops, dude.
We need to defeat him.
We then meet some other characters who are super pointless and also annoying. But now Mist is slowly starting to take over the drawing world, and people are starting to freak out.
If you see a man in black robes, do not engage.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Yoo-hoo, down here. Scary evil man incapable of unspeakable violence. I have a flat tire. Okay, so not everyone is on the way to defeat Mist. They stop and set up camp so this little fucking idiot can cook eggs with his back turned towards the fire. Also, why do you have to cook food? Paige can draw anything into existence, okay? Just draw a bunch of fucking burgers. What's going on? Or better yet, draw a magic wand that can kill Mist automatically. What the fuck are we doing here, guys? Sorry, I digress. There's a weird argument that takes place that also makes no sense.
Will you shut the fluff up? Shut up now!
And this next part is when the movie tries to add some backstory to the characters, you know, so we can relate to them and care about them more. But obviously, that does not work.
Can you rub my shoulders? It's kind of sore from drawing.
Sure.
Thanks, man.
That's how you rub someone's back, dude. The best way to make someone feel better is to be as far away as physically possible when you're trying to console them. Yeah, it'll be okay. I know for a fact that he saw some of Paige's drawings about stomping dogs. That's why he's keeping his fucking distance, dude.
I believe life is meant to be enjoyed, not constantly at war with other people. You feel me?
I feel you.
My family life is jacked up, Paige. I hate talking about it, but with you, I feel that I can tell you anything. So what about you?
What the fuck? Dude, what are you talking about, man? Oh my god. Fuck it. Dude, to be like, I'm so comfortable around you. I feel like I can tell you anything. Anyways, tell me about yourself. Just not say anything about yourself? Okay, never mind. That's actually one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So after that, some more pointless scenes happen with some insane dialogue.
You know my dad hates me, right?
And then they all start singing another random song.
Forever together, forever together, forever together, forever, forever together.
Yeah, dude, there was 100% a gas leak at their school. That explains everything. Art teacher fucking passed out, and then all the kids passed out, and now they're all having a shared hallucination in their separate comas.
Forever together, forever together,
That's the only way I can describe this plot.
Paige Foster never had any friends before this. No relationships, no marriage.
Yeah, I hope she hasn't got married. She's in high school, dude. What the fuck? God, you know, I really thought this was going to be like a quick, silly, fun little video, but there's so much bullshit in this movie that I honestly can't even skip. I can't bring myself to do it. That being said, we cut to another song about going back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
But for some reason, this part of the movie was compressed like terribly, and it's like super blurry and hard to watch. Not unlike the rest of the film, but in a different way this time. And it's so crazy watching this video and then moving your eyes down a little bit and then reading that it took 6 years to make this. Was there also a gas leak in your house while making this movie? And another question, why is this alien so thick? Why is this extraterrestrial being absolutely caked up? Extraterrestrial, dude. Oh my god, that's a huge ass. Paige, I have some questions. Why are you drawing aliens with huge asses? And are you also selling any prints? Also, dude, the next voiceover goes on to explain that mist is going to destroy their world and turn it into an ice-covered wasteland. But like, again, just get Paige to draw a fucking new sun or something to warm it up. I know I keep making this point, but like the entire fucking movie, they talk about how Paige has like so much skill and talent. She can create anything that she draws.
Whatever she draws comes to life. Paige has mastered almost everything.
But she never fucking draws anything, man. She just fist fights everyone. She's a bully. But this voiceover goes on for a long time, and they say a ton of wild shit.
I know a lot of you guys have addictions. Some of you are hurting. Some of you just don't give a crap. You need to give a crap.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I've run out of things to say, I think. And I know this was made for like kids to stumble upon because they think it's a Frozen spinoff because of the thumbnail. Also, when you factor in that the title of the video says princess movie in all caps, when there isn't one single princess in the entire movie, I think this was bait for that sweet YouTube kids revenue. And I just feel bad that kids have to watch shit this bad. Not to sound like a boomer, but when I was a little kid, pre-YouTube, the only things that were shown to me on a screen had to be approved by like dozens of people, probably hundreds of people before it like made it onto a TV and then into my fucking skull. There were like entire organizations dedicated to choosing what was appropriate for kids to watch on television. Now kids can just open the fucking YouTube Kids app and watch the most insane shit ever made and then just ruin their fucking brain from the get-go. But anyways, back to the movie. Chloe goes off to get help from the first drawing ever.
Anyways, I'm gonna head out to seek power from the first drawing.
Which turns out to be just a stick man, which is pretty funny. And the voice acting for this stick man character was definitely a choice.
Traveled very far to get here.
Well, you came to the right place then, bruh. I ain't see you since we was slaying dragons in the Forest of Secrets. I must spare you to chit-chat, my boy.
I mean, kudos to Kolobi for subverting expectations. You think a first drawing would be this wise, old, sage-like character. But no, he's the coolest, fucking chillest, most nonchalant guy ever. Could you imagine Gandalf behaving like this? Instead of his iconic, "You shall not pass," he's just like, nah. Alright, so after that scene, we get yet another narration from Kolobi and his Xbox 360 microphone.
Art is ours!
Alright, man. And after another weird song, we find out the big twist of the movie.
I've been watching you this entire time. As my students, you needed to be trained and observed.
Dude, Mist is the art teacher. There isn't a gas leak after all. In all honesty, I didn't see this coming. This is actually a kind of a cool twist. But like, hey guys, how the fuck did you not recognize that voice?
You needed to be trained and observed. Listen, the world hates people like us.
That is the deepest voice I have ever heard in my life, dude.
Sorry you keep getting prank called. That's so annoying.
I know, it's the worst. Sorry, I gotta go to work. I'll see you later, man.
Alright, see you later.
Hello?
Is your refrigerator running?
Who is this? Okay, so I guess the art teacher's motivation is that nobody takes artists seriously in the real world.
Artists like you and I have to constantly prove ourselves to people.
Which is a fair point to make, I guess. But like, You teleporting into a drawing world and fucking flying around with a weird outfit and calling yourself Mist, it's not really giving me a reason to take you seriously, man.
When I was your age, I had people asking me to draw images of them for free. Society hates us.
Okay, so we get another big fight scene, and this is when Kolobi returns, and now he looks super different because he got powered up from the first drawing. Kolobi has reached his final form, jorts and flip-flops. So Kolobi's fighting the wizard, and this is when Mist intervenes and actually fucking kills the wizard by stabbing him. Me when I see someone get stabbed to death. Okay, sorry, we're almost done the movie. Just bear with me for a little bit longer, okay? So Paige and Mist are flying around all over the universe having an existential debate about art and life.
I have more art degrees than you can even imagine.
And things get pretty heated.
What the hell are you even wearing? You dress like a toddler. Dress your age. You don't even have a degree.
Dude, roasting a high schooler for not having a degree, that's fucking really funny. It's like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm here, so I can get one day. What the fuck? Okay, now we get this really long chase scene featuring Paige riding that fucking flying killer whale, and she's chasing after Mist while they scream about stupid shit the whole time.
I had my childhood ripped away from me.
And this feels like a good time to say this. The first time I watched this movie, I was on a plane. And you know when you're watching a movie on a plane and a sex scene starts and you just fucking pray to God that no one else is watching your screen? Picture that feeling, but for an entire movie. That's how I felt. It was a fucking nightmare, dude. But anyways, after yapping for another 10 minutes, Paige finally catches up with Mist, and this happens.
I cannot be defeated. Art style 72. Reversal of time.
Okay, that's not fair.
Now my disguise has faded as a side effect of that forbidden magic. I no longer feel the urge to fight you, Paige.
Yeah, dude, I'd have a fucking change of heart too if I was swallowed by a whale. I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, not worth it. What the fuck? That was so fucking scary. What the hell? What was that? Why'd you do that? The art teacher's playing it cool right now, but I know deep down he wanted to fucking freak out.
Oh my god, I almost died! I almost died, that was so scary!
So Mist fucks off and wanders the universe for the rest of time, and the movie ends with the same sound effect that it's been using for the entire film. And that was the movie Our Drawings. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't even know what I can say about this movie. I guess good for Kolobi for making a movie on their own. And I know I was pretty harsh at times, but like, dude, you can't put in a description that you're on the same level as Disney and DreamWorks. That is wild. If you're gonna say that, you gotta come with some heat, okay? But all you did was come with some heat. Cause I wanna throw the movie away. I don't know, I just think this movie had an opportunity to end on a fucking killer line that honestly could have redeemed the whole thing. Here's what I'm thinking. So after Mist was swallowed by that whale and then regurgitated, him and Paige could have been having this like stare down, right? And maybe Kolobi could have been like, wait, who won? And then Paige and Mist could have looked at the camera and in unison they say, it was a draw. That would have been fucking sick, dude. But no, they didn't do that. So, Kirk's official review, 1 beatboxing puppy out of 10.
I'm the beatboxing puppy.
Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button. Because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 dick I will draw and make it come to life. Sound off if you think Kolobi should make a sequel, because I'm big in on that. I would like that. Please press the subscribe button, okay? We're so close to 5 million, dude. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you don't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor of Kurtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law, okay? Check the description for the other shit I got going on. I got my podcast and all that crap, my Instagram. Check it out. Okay, that's it. I would stick around, but I gotta go ride a whale. See ya. Hey guys, big merch restock is happening right now. We've dusted off some of the greatest hits from the merch store, and they're back for a limited time. You guys are always yelling at me, telling me to restock the merch. So if you miss out on this one, don't come crying to me, because all that's gonna do is make me cry as well. Please Be Nice to Me collection, designed by Kel Lauren. Restock!
The Pardon crew neck? Oh, restock. The Cottage collection? Restock. And more? Restock. So head on over to kurtisconner.com, grab some merch before it's all gone again. All right, thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoy the video. Goodbye. Oh.
Bruh.
Folks, let's talk about pocket monsters. And no, I don't mean penises. Pokemon. The Pokemon franchise was created in 1995. It started in Japan with the games Pocket Monsters Red and Green, then later released in other parts of the world as the two games that would change the video game and media industry forever. Pokemon Red and Blue. Since then, they've made television shows, movies, apps, bouncy balls, cologne, cars, you name it. Yeah, they made a Pokemon-themed car and I fucking saw it with my own two eyes. That is a photo of me. I think I was 4 or 5. I was taken at Paramount, Canada's Wonderland. I'm wearing a Backstreet Boys t-shirt in front of a Pokemon car. And hey, that's the most 1999 photo you will ever see in your entire life, so enjoy it. My point is, Pokemon sold and continues to sell a bunch of stuff. And obviously they became super popular. Because of that, Pokemon is now the highest grossing media franchise of all time. Ooh, yeah, take that, Hello Kitty. Goodbye, kitty. Goodbye, pussy. And also another fun fact, Pokemon is also what I say when the red Teletubby is getting on my nerves. Po, come on. Sorry, I've been waiting to use that joke for a very long time. Back to Pokemon. I was born in 1994, so obviously Pokemon was a huge part of my childhood. I played all the Game Boy games, all the N64 games. I still love playing the mini games on Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 to this day. And yeah, I'll kick anybody's ass. At the mini games, I'll kick your ass. I wasn't just making a thinly veiled threat to everybody on the planet. I watched all the Pokemon movies growing up. I played Pokemon Go when it first came out.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Nice. I got a picture in front of the fucking Pokemon car, okay? Cut me some slack. I like Pokemon. I mean, I will say the Pokemon TV show was all right. Digimon was way better. Yeah, the first 2 seasons of Digimon are some of the best television I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not joking. You know that one episode where Matt walks deep into that dark cave? That was essentially his own depression actualized in the digital world, but Gabumon, his Digimon, who also experienced loneliness and depression, stayed there in the cave with Matt and basically saved his life. And if I keep talking about it, I'm going to cry. What the fuck? I almost started crying. Because I was talking about a Digimon episode. Uh-oh. And not to mention, dude, Digimon are just fucking way cooler. Look at this fucking Digivolving progression. Botamon, Koromon, Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon, and then from there it can branch out into Ancient Greymon, Agumon Bond of Courage, or Omnimon. Yeah, if you missed it, that's a fucking talking dinosaur that can shoot missiles. And also another example, dude, Patamon, this little guy, so cute. Look at what he digivolves into.
Patamon Digivolve
2! Angemon! Are you fucking kidding me? That little thing just turned into a man. A shredded angelic hunk with beautiful hair. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Dude, I don't even have to look it up, but I know for a fact that the fan art of this guy, whoa. There's definitely illustrations out there of Angemon's pocket monster, if you know what I mean. Obviously, Digimon isn't as popular as Pokemon, but personally, my opinion, I just like Digimon a little bit more. But sorry. Back to Pokemon, the topic of the video. Got off the rails back there talking about a fictional man's penis. You know how it goes. Obviously, I'm not as big of a fan of Pokemon as I used to be when I was a kid, right? But whenever I see new Pokemon stuff, like the new Pokemon Snap or like the re-release of the old games, like I get excited. There's a lot of nostalgia, you know, surrounding Pokemon, and it just reminds me of how I felt when I was a kid, like playing these games. Me and my friends would gather around the green box, as we called it, and we'd compare the Pokemon we caught. We'd help each other beat certain parts of the games, and we'd try to catch the Mew that was under the pickup truck, even though that was proven later to just be an urban legend. It was just the best time, man. And you know what? I totally get why people are still into Pokemon well into their adulthood. If pretending to host legal dog fighting rings helps me forget that I'm gonna be 30 in a few years, oh man, sign me up. Please. One aspect of Pokemon I didn't mention yet, though, are the trading cards. Holy shit, dude. If you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you witnessed this firsthand. But when Pokemon cards first came over, to North America, those are the only things kids cared about until like Yu-Gi-Oh cards came out. But recess in the year 2000 was like the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Kids just fucking yelling and screaming at each other, trading cards with one kid to trade that card with another kid. Some other kid just sitting on a stoop with his collar undone and his tie loosened, crying into his hands because he lost everything in a bad deal. Or, I don't know, secretly hating your one friend because he pulled a holographic Charizard at his birthday party. You had to sit there and pretend to be happy for him, but deep down you wanted him fucking dead. Now he walks around the school like he's hot shit. You're not, James. Just me? Alright. Seriously though, Pokemon cards were all the rage. But the thing is, I didn't really understand them. I had a fucking binder full of Pokemon cards and I straight up didn't know how to use them. Like there's a game you play with them, right? Like you battle each other, but I didn't know how to do it, neither did my friends. So we all just like hoarded these cards and like whoever had the coolest collection won, essentially. Like that's how you win. Note to self, cue the line from Uncut Gems.
I'm not a fucking athlete. This is my fucking way. This is how I win.
Since the early 2000s, Pokemon cards have been like steadily popular. But in the year 2020, Pokemon cards absolutely exploded. Yeah, I guess you could say they used self-destruct. And it was super effective. Pokemon reference. Videos of people opening old booster packs were getting tons of views. Twitch streamers were opening packs live on stream. And then everybody's favorite boxer, Logan Paul, spent millions of dollars on Pokemon cards, auctioned the booster packs, and opened them live on his YouTube channel. All of this combined to make Pokemon a hot commodity. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're hot, you're hot. That was a Pokemon Puzzle League reference. Where are my Puzzle League heads at, huh? And it sucks because, like, obviously Pokemon cards were already on the up and up, but I honestly think Logan Paul is, like, the main reason it blew up so much. Like, it sucks, like, I don't know why it had to be that guy, you know? Why did it have to be him? Maybe he's just a big fan of Japan and he's only had positive experiences there, so he wanted to, you know, celebrate the Japanese creation. Or did I miss something? And it's just so fascinating to me that there's all this hype around Pokemon cards from like 20 years ago, because everybody has their own personal relationship and feelings associated with Pokemon. And especially in a year like 2020, I think we were all looking for something that reminded us of simpler times. Less stressful times, if you will. And what's less stressful than being a kid, opening a pack of Pokemon cards with your best friends? But like I was saying, prices of Pokemon cards, especially first editions, have gone way up. Let's just do a quick search on eBay right now. We'll search Pokemon cards and then we'll sort it by price, highest to lowest. Okay, Pokemon, highest price. Wow, man. Dude, fuck off. One card, and it's rated a 9. So not even the best you can get. And it's $2.5 million. For that price, you could live in like a beautiful house. Can't live in a card. Oh, this is like a house of cards. Never mind. Dude, what was the listing I saw the other day? I think it was a box. Pokemon box. Yeah, dude, look at this shit. The Ultimate Complete First Edition Pokemon Booster Box Collection, factory sealed. One of every box that came out. Unopened, factory sealed. $6 million US. Man, if I could go back in time, I sound like Uncle Rico.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountain?
Seriously though, if I could go back to 1999, when I was in front of that Pokemon car, I would grab myself by the fucking collar and I would go, buy as many Pokemon cards as you can and keep them safe. And yeah, there's probably better, more ethical things I could tell my 5-year-old self, but he was an idiot. And he still is. But before we get any further down this Pokemon card rabbit hole, I feel like I should briefly go over how some of these cards have these insane price tags attached to them. There's a way these cards are appraised or graded, and it's through a company called PSA, which stands for Professional Sports Authenticator. They do everything from autograph authentication to trading card grading, and they're sort of the industry standard for like how much a card is worth. There's also Beckett, but PSA seems to be the most popular way to professionally grade your cards. A PSA Gem Mint 10 is the best grade you can get from PSA. It means it's essentially flawless. No stains or scratches. The corners are perfectly sharp. The border spacing is even all around. No bends or creases, anything like that. Just basically a mint condition card. And it's honestly pretty shocking, the price difference from like just a 9 to a 10. So let's take a look really quick. Raichu is my favorite Pokemon. So let's find out how much PSA 7 of that card is. So first edition, PSA 7, $750. It's not $2 million, but still a hefty amount of cash. Now for a PSA 9 of the same card, it's $2,000. You could get like a shitty used car for that price. But let's see how much it is if it was graded a PSA 10, like the best you could get.
Oh my god.
$28,000 US, so 35 grand Canadian. You could buy an entry-level Tesla for that price, dude. Yeah, sure, I have to walk 5 hours to work there and back because I didn't choose to buy a car, but yeah, you can see the disparity between just a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. It's a huge jump. I don't know, man. It's just so crazy to think of like these little things I had in my hand when I was a kid are worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars now. It's wild. But I want to say, watching videos of people opening packs and getting a super rare card that they want is just so enjoyable, man. It is truly amazing watching people get excited about the thing that they're so passionate about. It is literally like one of the best things you can ever see. Straight up, when was the last time you were like fucking shaking because you were so excited? I don't remember the last time I did that. Like maybe the speed run, but I didn't even know I got the world record then. So I think the last time that I had that feeling, I was a baby. I was a straight up baby about to eat some animal crackers or something. What I'm saying is, basically, I want a piece of this action. I want to get my stinky little mitts on some rare Pokemon cards. But the question is, how do I do it without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars? Luckily, I watch a bunch of Pokemon card videos on YouTube. How is the lava not moving yet?
We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing.
As I was saying, I watch a lot of Pokemon card videos on YouTube, and I've seen videos where people will go to these like vintage stores and they'll find, you know, super rare Pokemon cards for dirt cheap. So I went to an antique mall in my hometown and I bought all the Pokemon cards I could find. And I didn't get any good ones, and they're worth like a couple cents. But I posted this on my Instagram story and I talked about it on my podcast, but look what I got. I got this at the vintage mall. It's the Little Mermaid original copy that was banned because look, it's got a fucking dick on it. Right there, it's got a fucking penis. But enough about pocket monsters. Back to Pokemon. Another style of video has been popping up in my recommended lately. There are these videos where people will go find their old Pokemon card collections from when they were kids, and they'll find out that they have like a bunch of old cards that are worth like thousands of dollars now. And I'm fucking jealous of these people, okay? I am. Because I don't even know if I still have my old Pokemon cards. I also moved like 7 times since the year 1999, so who knows where they are. My mom, that's who. So I texted her asking if by any chance my old Pokemon cards were at the family storage unit. And she said, it's possible. That's all I need, Mom. So I think I gotta go see for myself. That's right, I'm gonna leave my room. So come along and let's try to get rich off of Pokemon cards. Let's go. Good morning. It's Pokemon Day. I am about to leave to go to my family storage unit. I'm feeling nervous, you know, if I don't have cards there, then I'm kind of fucked. Because how am I gonna get rich off Pokemon cards if I don't have Pokemon cards, right? My mom said that she's gonna come help me, so that's pretty epic of her. So let's get a Pog in the chat. Let's get a fucking Kelly Pog in the chat for my mom, for my beautiful mother. Yeah, I'm gonna get going, but really quick, a disclaimer. I'm filming this part before I did the intro. I scripted the intro already, I just haven't filmed it yet. So I feel like throughout the course of this video, the length of my mustache is gonna fluctuate a lot, so I apologize if that's jarring for you, but that's why. I'm filming these things a little out of order, but I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I have to go, but I'll see you when we get there. Peace. Get in, bitch. So I drove my Pokemon car over to my family storage unit to find my millions of dollars worth of trading cards. And this is all stuff that has accumulated over the past like 30 years. It's my old stuff, my mom's, my sister's, my stepdad's. There's just lots of stuff in there. And there's no air conditioning in the storage unit, so it was hotter than Charizard's balls. I started looking through boxes that looked like they could have Pokemon cards in them, but I couldn't find anything. But then I peeked into a box and saw a bunch of action figures, so I brought it out for a closer look. I found my old Mighty Beans, super stoked about that. Some Rugrats dolls, some Beyblades, dude. And I also found a huge bag of toys that indicated that I was getting close. A bunch of little Pokemon and Digimon action figures that I totally forgot about were all in this box. And this find really got my heartbeat racing. Or maybe that was the heat exhaustion that I was experiencing. I don't know. I went through another box that was filled to the brim with Beanie Babies. You'd think by this time they'd be beanie adults. Grow up, you know? I moved them out of the way and I thought I saw a quick flash of blue and yellow. So I used Dig to see if they were Pokemon cards or just a mirage caused by my heat exhaustion. And there they were. a huge stack of loose Pokemon cards buried underneath Beanie Babies for at least 20 years. I fucking did it. Fuck. Okay, so we went through that storage unit for like 4 hours today. Found this like loose stack of Pokemon cards. I'm fucking pissed because I know I have like a book. It was like some knockoff Pokemon book. Like Pikachu was like green or something. And it had all my favorite cards in it, like all the best ones. And I don't know where I put it. And I'm really pissed off about it. But I'm gonna go home and then we'll do a quick look through what I found in the storage unit. So I'll see you when I get there. Hey guys, I'm back at my house now. I don't think I've ever sweat that much in my life. That was a horrible day. Found some cards, thank God. Like I said, these aren't like the best cards because I just couldn't find those, which really sucks. Most of them are like energy cards, so that's kind of lame. Then we also got some like trainer ones. I don't think these are worth really anything. Based on the fact that it doesn't have first edition there, so it's not first edition. And also, the series they did right after is called Shadowless. This shadow on the artwork isn't there. I guess this is in the Unlimited series, I think. As you can see, most of these cards are just super common and basic, but amidst all of these cards, there was one glimpse of hope. Whoa. That's the best one I found. Like, it looks, for being in a bin for like, I don't know, 20 years, it looks pretty good. It's a little bent. Also shaking so much. Oh my God. If it's a PSA 10. Okay, this one says $8,000. Whoa. Okay. But that's not all, folks. No. So I was talking to Jenna, my girlfriend, about this video that I was making, and she was like, "Oh, I have a bunch of Pokemon cards in my house. I can get my dad to mail them to us." And I was like, that'd be great. And yeah, these cards are mine because, you know, that old saying, what's mine is what's hers is mine, right? That's the saying. I looked through Jenna's old collection and it had way cooler cards than mine. So shout out Jenna's dad for sending these cards for me to include because something pretty cool happened. That's cool. These are in like really good condition too. Well, like there's a little nick right there, but. Yo, holographic Aerodactyl, dude. From the fossil set. Holy shit. Okay, PSA 10 Gem Mint Pokemon card. It's like $1,000. Pretty cool. Okay, trainer. I hardly know her. Ooh, Brock's Vulpix. I'll look that one up too. I mean, the Japanese one, PSA 10, is $580. That's pretty cool. That's kind of sick. Also, okay, bonus cards, actually. Jenna's dad also sent over some Digimon cards, which I am very excited about. I said earlier that I like Digimon better than Pokemon just because the show is so good. And here's a prime example. Look at this. Look at that card, dude. Meat. It's called Meat. You just can't find that in Pokemon, man. There's no card that's just meat, and it's a garbage can with a little guy in it. How insane is that? Imagine pulling that out in the Digimon match, dude. Get ready for my meat! Pretty sizable collection of Pokemon, like just really standard Pokemon from the Unlimited collection. Very common cards, but we have 3 right here. We have the Vaporeon from the Jungle set, Brock's Vulpix, and then we have the Olo Aerodactyl from the Fossil set. So no first editions, but I'm pretty stoked on these. But the big question is how much are these worth? Right? Like you've seen how much these prices can increase from just a PSA 9 to a PSA 10. If I'm going to figure out how much these are worth, I'm going to need to talk to a Pokemon expert. And it turns out that one of my good friends, Chris Melberger, Twitch streamer, ex-Viner like me, he's super into Pokemon cards. He has like an Instagram account. How about we talk to him and he can give an expert opinion on how much these cards are worth. So let's go talk to Chris. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for talking to me.
No problem.
Okay, I actually have some pretty awesome finds. Pretty awesome Pokemon cards that I got to show you. Before we get into that, do you mind if I ask you just some basic questions about Pokemon cards?
Shoot away, man. Let's go.
I didn't think of any.
That's fine.
Professional interview.
That's fine. We can move on.
Have you always collected Pokemon cards like from the very beginning, or is it something that you like recently picked up?
Since I was like a kid in elementary school, I was very into them. Like every kid had them. And then like middle school came along and I was like kind of like, I'm good. But then like with streaming, I was like, this is kind of a fun concept to open up packs and like see, what's out there. But also like there is value to some of your older cards and stuff. So it got me and my buddies like really excited about looking at our old collections, trying to find like old collections in like antique stores and kind of going on like these weird hunts, trying to find stuff at garage sales.
So what is it, do you think, that like is appealing to people to like collect cards? Like what is it, like the feeling you get when you like pull like a sweet card, or just like everything about it? Like why do you do it?
Yeah, I think there's like obviously like a little bit of nostalgia to it. Like with Pokemon, everyone has like their favorite, character, so it's like, maybe for me, I collect a lot of Gengars because I think Gengar's awesome. I probably wouldn't do it as hard if I wasn't like a content creator, because I'm able to open cards up for content as well as for myself, so it's like a double whammy.
Business expense, right?
Hey man, don't tell them I said that.
Yeah, my words, don't worry.
It's a business expense.
What are some cards that you pulled that were like, oh, this is the best feeling ever, holy shit, I'm losing my mind right now?
So I have a few actually that I could show you.
Yes!
This one I pulled the other day, and it's such a funny card to me. It's the shiny blue Ditto. Ditto's already such like a goofball. I feel like, so him being blue, he just looks like a blue piece of gum. So I was like super hyped, because it's like such a silly card.
Oh dude, I love that case.
Let me just put these vintage packs, all these vintage packs sealed over here, sorry.
You gotta flex on me like that, man. Holy shit.
From the 90s, whatever. Here's a card that I pulled that I got that was like hyped, that got a 10, which is like the best score. PSA 10, Gem Mint 10.
Dang. Charizard.
You want to see my favorite card that I have?
Yes, please. I'd love that. Is it a Gengar?
It's a Shining Mew, and it came from a Koro promo, but it's like, it's from like the 90s, but it's super, super cool.
Okay, so I'll let you know, I went through my family storage unit to find some Pokemon cards for my own collection. I'm curious, I want to see what they're worth and stuff.
Yeah, let me help.
First up, hold on, I'll take it out of the sleeve.
Keep it in the sleeve. You don't want to damage it.
Even though it was in like a bin for like 20 years. But okay, this is a Brock's Vulpix.
Yeah, so that raw could fetch you about like 50 cents to $1.
Okay, not bad.
Graded, I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Damn, yeah, the centering's not bad. Good centering. Any whitening on the back that you could tell?
I'm not really seeing any.
We could say maybe an 8 or 9 on that, potentially.
Okay.
You're looking at maybe like a $40, $50 card, perhaps.
Get a nice meal.
Get a Subway sandwich.
Okay, next one we got. This is a...
Oh,
Aerodactyl.
Damn. All right.
This is from the Fossil set, right?
So it's not first edition, but it's still really cool. It actually looks like it's not in bad shape either. Like, are there any scratches on the hollow itself? Can you see like any like print lines or like scratch marks on it?
Yeah, there are some scratches on the hollow.
So you could be looking at a solid like a 5 or a 6, maybe a 7 on that one, to be honest. That's just how it is.
Dang.
In storage.
Yeah, there's like some whitening and some like little marks in the middle of the card too. So
some Sharpie that just says like KC. Oh, great.
Yeah, there's a big dick on the back that I drew. Okay, then we got one more. I think this is from the Jungle set. It is not first edition, but...
Ooh, Vaporeon, okay.
Pretty good condition. Now, this is the one that I found in my collection.
Yeah, that's nice. So Vaporeon, I think, was the most common of the 3, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon. Is there any scratch marks or...
A little bit. The centering is off on the right side, like a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that, right? It's like a little thinner on that one side.
Yeah.
Could be looking at a solid 6 or 7 on this guy.
All of that hard work, hours of digging through boxes on the hottest day of the millennium for $200 worth of Pokemon cards. Sure, $200 is $200, but I wanted to make millions, baby. I put on a happy face for my friend Chris, but deep down, I was gutted. I felt like Matt in that one episode of Digimon. Sorry, almost cried again. This news was devastating, but our journey isn't over yet. Let's say goodbye to Chris and see where we can go from here. Also, Chris's camera froze right around this part, so I had to use some movie magic to fix the footage. Everybody go follow Chris on Twitch and everywhere. Pokemon Boys on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I see you sneaking in there with some likes from time to time.
So I'll toss you one every now and then. I'm not greedy.
But yeah, I appreciate that. And let's game soon.
Absolutely. On twitch.tv/Chris Melberger.
Thanks, man.
Hey, after talking with Chris, really put everything into perspective for me. I was going about this all wrong. Chris doesn't collect Pokemon cards so he can maybe make a bunch of money someday. He does it because he genuinely loves Pokemon. And that's true for like all the popular Pokemon card collectors. Sure, putting like a huge price tag on your collection is exciting and attention grabbing, but that's not what it's about. And the people who are in it for just the money, they stick out like sore shiny, bald thumbs. My friend Jarvis made a great video about a particular situation that happened, so you should go watch that. But essentially, this guy who calls himself Collectibles Guru was caught on video basically selling a resealed first edition box, which is a no-go, obviously.
This is a resealed box. Oh my god, it's a resealed box.
Alright, time to call the seller.
And it's obvious he's just in it to make as much money as possible. And that's really frustrating to see if Pokemon is something you really care about, right? Like, all those really cool collectibles could go to people who actually give a fuck. And you know what? After talking to Chris and watching all of these Pokemon card videos, I had a realization. I don't think I like Pokemon enough to fully dive into it like these people have. And it was wrong for me to go into this with some monetary goal at the end of it. Like I was gonna make a bunch of cash. Like, you know, where's the fun in that? Also feels like kind of sleazy. And I'll be honest, coming to this realization like a half hour into this video is terrible news for me because this entire video is about Pokemon cards. But you know what? I want to be honest in this video and all my videos. And the truth is, I don't like Pokemon cards enough to send them off to PSA, get them graded, and then go through the process of selling them or even just keeping them. Like, that's not for me. So I was really struggling to find like a good conclusion to this card collecting journey I'm on. But in reality, I feel like the real ending to this video has been right in front of me the whole time. Digimon are just fucking way cooler. I like Digimon better than Pokemon just because the show is so good. Meat. I almost started crying because I was talking about a Digimon episode. Digimon was way better. How did I not think of this earlier? You know, if I'm gonna make a video about collecting cards and really do the hobby justice, I need to collect cards that pertain to the thing that I actually like, which is Digimon. There's a fucking meat card, man. And there's already a ton of Pokemon card YouTubers, and I don't need to further saturate the market. That's just too many cooks in the kitchen, baby. As I said before, Logan Paul exploded Pokemon cards' popularity, and he caused the prices to go way up. And I think it's time for that to happen to Digimon cards as well. And I'm gonna do it firsthand. It would also be like poetically beautiful if that happened too, because Digimon became popular the year after Pokemon became super popular. So if that happened again, 2020 was Pokemon's year, 2021 is Digimon time. What I'm saying is, I want to be the Logan Paul of Digimon cards. So I started doing some research on vintage Digimon cards, and I found out some pretty interesting stuff. There's the actual Digimon cards you could buy when the game came out. They were part of the Digi-Battle card game. Those are the ones that Jenna's dad sent, you know, the meat card. But there was another type of Digimon cards that were released called the Animated Series Edition, and these puppies are the valuable ones, okay? These were the first ever English Digimon cards printed.
Logos minted.
And they all have an exclusive preview stamp on the bottom left. But on top of that, there are some cards within these packs that are super rare and are worth a bunch of money. Again, it's not about the money. I'm just saying, like, they're super rare and they're worth a lot. Why are they worth so much? I was getting to it. So when they first printed these Digimon cards, they printed 100 gold holographic versions of each card, and they were all numbered from 1 to 100. So when you think about how many cards are produced, that's not a lot at all. Those are very rare. So if you pull a gold holographic numbered card out of one of these packs, wow, that card can be worth like thousands of dollars. Like this PSA 8 numbered Gomamon that's selling on eBay right now for $5,000. Oh, wowza. So I searched eBay for first edition Digimon Animated Series booster boxes and was actually shocked at how many were listed. And they go from anywhere between like $300 and $700, which is really good compared to the Pokemon booster boxes that are going for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So since this box was such a steal, I had to get one. So I did. And then I got to thinking, well, if I buy this one, I'm going to open it. What if I want another one to just keep as like a collector's item, you know? So I bought a second one. And it sort of snowballed from there, and one thing led to another, and I bought 6 boxes. And I also bought 10 just booster packs this morning. Yeah, I spent like $4,000 on Digimon booster boxes. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what happened. I honestly think I blacked out. I think I just really wanted to increase my chances of getting one of those super rare cards so I could have that moment for the video. I don't know, man. This is like the most expensive video I've ever made, I think. And it's all for fucking trading cards for an animated series that isn't even that popular anymore. But I don't feel that bad because, like Chris said,
it's a business expense.
Unfortunately, these boxes are coming from like all over, so I can only get one in time for this video, but I thought we'd do an unboxing. You know, we'll open all the packs and see if I can get one of those rare gold holographic numbered cards. And once I get the other boxes, I'm thinking maybe I'll just like unbox them on my Twitch, so you can go follow me on there if you want to see that. But enough of me blabbing. Without further ado, let's open a first edition Digimon Card Animated Series Edition booster box. Hey guys, this is just open the box, by the way, don't worry. It's also pretty crazy how weird it feels to hold a knife when you're not in a kitchen. Folks,
it's time.
I hit a few speed bumps on the way. I almost didn't get this in time for the video. Because, you know, sometimes you pay for express shipping, and then sometimes it gets held in customs for a week. Why'd I pay the express shipping, you know? Animated Series Edition, dude. Trading cards. Exclusive preview from 1999. Before we go to the main event, I sort of went on a Digimon spending spree. I also ordered a starter deck of the Digi-Battle cards. This is pretty crazy, but they're like, the entire deck is first edition. So we got this guy, Hercules Kabuterimon, shiny. Patamon first edition, Greymon first edition, Angemon. Yeah, look at that guy, dude. He's even more handsome in person. And last but not least, we've got a first edition Sorry, still getting choked up about that scene. I think it's time we get this going. Holy shit, I'm like so nervous, dude. Dude, I'm like, I don't want to cut it. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I'm like cutting it, you know, because I got like 5 more on the way. So it's fine. Breaking the seal. Woo! I don't know why I'm so nervous, dude. Okay, fuck it. Ooh, okay. Yo, that's fucking sick. This poster is the opposite of Van's shoes, okay? Because this is going on the wall. Okay, so just to recap, so we're all on the same page. Each pack has 7 cards, and every pack has 1 silver holographic card. But we're looking for a gold holographic card with a number out of 100 next to the name on the bottom of the card. All right, let's get to it. All right, here we go, guys. Moment of truth. We're gonna start opening up some packs. See what happens, man. They look a little, like, I don't know if it's just like time has passed and like the coloring is off, but it looks a little dull and stuff, but. Okay, Kabuterimon, Garurumon, cool. Kawagamon. Okay, first holo. I meant to say earlier, this is like a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. But hey, if I had a dime for every time that was said to me, am I right, fellas? So I started opening pack after pack after pack, and although it was a lot of fun to flip through these cards in anticipation of the next holographic one, about halfway through the box, the frustration started to creep to the surface. God damn it. Heart of the cards. Sorry, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Fuck.
It's time to
Monochromon. Is this not a gold holo? No numbers. Fuck! The cards were sticking to each other quite a bit just because of the material they're made out of. They probably didn't have the Pokemon budget, I assume. But it would sometimes show a bit of the holo before I got to it, which would get my hopes up because some of these cards have yellow or orange borders. And when those colors are shiny, I'm sorry, it looks gold. And this happened to me a lot. Oh, fuck. I really thought this was gonna be it too. I keep getting blue-balled, bro. I was now about 3/4 of the way through the box, and I was starting to lose hope. I hate to bring it up again, but I was starting to feel like Matt in that one episode of Digimon. But, just like Matt, I had a little horny friend to cheer me up. Holographic Gabumon. Nice, we got one. Yeah, horny as in he has a horn on his head. I can neither confirm or deny that Gabumon is actually horny. Not a numbered one, but... cool. All right, guys. We're getting down to it. We're getting down to the fucking wire right now, guys. And you know what? I'm gonna manifest it. We're gonna get one. Fuck. We've got 2 packs left, okay? We got 2 packs in this box. Fuck, man. There was 2 in here, too. No numbers. Damn it, dude. Okay, guys. Fuck, man. This is it. This is the last pack. This is nerve-wracking. I'm really fucking nervous. Come on. Okay. We've got Matt, Tai and Koromon, TK and Tokomon, Tentomon, Angemon. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, not yet. Never mind. Okay, here we go, guys. I looked through all the holographic cards just to make sure I didn't miss a numbered card or anything. Based on my track record, maybe I could have achieved the goal without actually realizing it as it happened, you know? But there was no luck. An entire box with no rare numbered cards. Fuck, man. Damn it! I mean, we did get the Gabumon, which I'm very excited about. That's all I wanted. And it's in really good shape, too. If I can get this graded, and this is like a 10? Ah, fuck, man. I really wanted a gold one. Well, I have 5 more coming, so it's not over yet. I'm gonna put these in sleeves and stuff, and then I'll see you in a second for the conclusion to this video, I guess. So, see ya. I don't know why I exhaled like this was gonna be a YouTube apology video. So, after opening that booster box, obviously I was sad that I didn't get one of those super rare numbered cards. But I honestly wasn't as bummed as I thought I was gonna be, which is surprising. It was genuinely so much fun going through these packs, seeing all these characters that I loved growing up. And my heart, when I was opening the packs, should have gone to the Olympics, okay? Because it was racing. And I get why people devote their entire life to this. It's a blast. Personally, I think everybody should collect things. It's a very human thing to have a collection or just have the desire to collect things. And there's something to be said about having like a physical collection of things, whether it's cards, pottery, stamps, action figures, clocks, whatever. I love that. We can't control much in this life, and I think collecting can give people a sense of like fulfillment and control, at least in a little aspect of their life. And there's something to be said about like curating a collection and seeing it grow over time, and like something you can actually like touch. It's like real, it's right there, you know? Like fucking NFTs, dude. Not fucking today, how about that? And you know what, while I'm talking my shit, to hell with all this minimalism shit, you know? Minimalism is propaganda that is being fed to you by the companies that make gray couches. I would much rather see a house just full of your collection, fucking back scratchers or sugar packets or fucking sex dolls. Maybe not the last one, but I think you know what I mean. But since I'm such a fan of like physical collectibles, I want to commemorate this video in the best way I can, because this was a lot of fun for me. It took just so much time, and checking my fucking phone every 5 minutes to see if the package was shipped was a literal nightmare, and I never want to do that again. But all in all, I had a good time, and I learned a lot about collecting and just myself. So I have created a first edition holographic Kurt Boy trading card right there. I am not joking, this is serious. We're printing 200 of these, and the first 100 that were printed are numbered, and those will be randomly shipped from the 200 that were printed in total. I personally wasn't able to pull a numbered card from the Digimon box, so I want to give that feeling to some of you guys. Quick disclaimer though, I will be keeping number 69 to myself for obvious hilarious reasons, so I guess only 99 of you will be getting numbered cards. I'll also be putting all the cards in these protective top loaders, and I'll be signing all 200 of the protective cases. And hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You could sell it on eBay right away, I don't care. You could frame it, send it to PSA, wipe your ass with it, I do not care. It's yours, you can do what you want with it. You know, maybe if I get super famous and successful one day, it'll be worth a bunch of money. Don't hold your breath though. So yeah, if you want to grab one of those, you can go to this website right here that is on the screen. I'm not going to put the link in the description or anything like that because I want people who watch the video to be the first people to get it. I don't even know if these are going to sell at all. I've never done anything like this before. I might actually be the first fucking YouTuber with a trading card, but right over here. I'm setting trends. I don't know, man. I just think it'd be cool. Maybe like 20 years down the road, someone's at a fucking thrift store and they see some stupid card with my face on it and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, he's a YouTuber and he made a fucking trading card of himself? What a douchebag. I don't know. I just think that'd be pretty neat. And you know what else is neat? Sponsored videos. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Folks, The internet is great, but if you're browsing the internet on an unencrypted network, oh dude, you're playing a dangerous game. For example, if you're perusing the internet on an unencrypted Wi-Fi connection, maybe you're looking for some vintage Pokemon cards. You find some that you like, you put in your credit card info and your billing address. Uh-oh, some hacker could see all that and take it and use it for just God knows what. Luckily, ExpressVPN encrypts your data through a secure tunnel so nobody can see who you are or what you're up to. Also, ExpressVPN's encryption is so strong that it would take a hacker with a supercomputer literally billions of years to crack. ExpressVPN also masks your IP address by rerouting your connection through one of their 3,000 plus servers, thus hiding your real IP address and replacing it with one of their own. And with servers in 94 different countries, you have a wide variety of places you can choose to appear from. And while we're on the topic of changing your location, ExpressVPN also allows you to vastly expand your entertainment library. Say for example, you live in the US and you want to watch Spy Kids 2, and then Spy Kids 3D on Netflix all in a row in the same day, because that is a normal and cool thing to do. You'd be out of luck, dude. It isn't on American Netflix. There's only some new stupid Spy Kids reboot. But the originals are on Canadian Netflix. So you just have to change your server to one in Canada, and there you go, dude. You're having a Spy Kids marathon in a cool and normal way. Guys, this is a no-brainer. ExpressVPN is consistently faster than any other VPN provider. They have 24/7 customer support. They're super easy to use because you can connect with just one simple click. And it's a top-rated VPN provider, rated #1 by CNET, The Verge, Wired, Tech Radar, and many more. And believe it or not, it gets better. ExpressVPN is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with an amazing deal. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/Kurtistown or by clicking the link in the description. All right, thank you so much to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video and so many of my others in the past. I literally use them every day, been using them for over 2 years, and it's just great. It gives me peace of mind when I'm browsing the internet, and it helps out so much when I want to just kick back and watch some new stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys check them out if you haven't already, because it helps me out a ton when you guys check out the sponsors. So yeah, back to me. Okay, I think that's the video. I think I did everything. If you're still here, thank you. This has been one of those videos where I work on it for so long that I end up hating it by the end of it. So I hope you liked it. I hope this is good. I don't know anymore. But yeah, if you have any first edition Digimon animated series exclusive preview boxes, please let me know. Even just packs, I will pay for them, and I want them, and I want them all. I want all of them. This is going to be a Digimon monopoly, and there's nothing you can do about it. I guess there is. You can just not sell me one, but please sell me one. Please like the video. If you liked it, that lets me know that I should do more videos like this. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And let me know what other topics I could make a video about. You can press the subscribe button if you want, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. And if you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law, sorry. You can check the description for the other things I do. My Instagram, my Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. I got a Patreon for the podcast, doing bonus episodes on there. I got a Twitch. I got a gaming channel. I'm tired all the time. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna go to bed.